Okay, let's turn that down a tiny bit. Hello, this is the final, hopefully, advent of cyber content for the year. We're post-Christmas. The last day came out on the 24th. It's the 27th now. And I've been working on these videos like every so often when I had a chance to. It's been great. It's been helpful in the sense that a lot more has been accessible than I'm used to. Like it's still not good. It's definitely still something they need to put a lot more effort into. Because I can still find things that I should not be able to find, and we're gonna have to jump over a couple of hurdles they put in our way, even in this stream, where I'm going to try to finish 6 days in one stream. We did 2 for the first stream, 3, 4 even for the second, and 6 for this one. That's gonna be really fun. It's gonna take some doing, but I think we can do it. I think it's possible. So, I'm going to try to do that. Merry Hacker Christmas! I'm not sure how visible it is, but I'm wearing a Grinch sweater. And the Grinch is going to save Christmas this year, together with Robin, who's on my mic stand, hanging out. Yeah. Really not much more to say. There's 6 days we have to go through. All of them are up to a degree accessible. Some of them we're gonna have to fix, for lack of a better term. I'm going to have to share my entire screen because we're gonna have to jump into several applications to make this this whole situation work. I don't love being that exposed, but hey, anything for views, right? Yes, Robin is helping me out for this one, because otherwise we're not gonna be able to make it. Semi-readable, yeah, that would be. It's the Grinch. It's a Grinch sweater. Okay. So what are we gonna cover today? We're gonna cover leaping the TryHackMe SSH issue that I have been documenting for 2 years now. We're going to do some very light burp suiting. We're going to do some very light enumeration exploitation. We're going to do some CURL. It's going to be fun. And we're going to see, hopefully, and try to get the wanted Advent of Cyber 2025 certificate in this stream. If I can't manage that, then I'm going to have to do more videos. But yeah, basically, the way it's been going, there have been a handful of rooms that were outright inaccessible. Given that generally more than half of these rooms were inaccessible to the point where like it really wasn't worth starting them, that is an improvement. It's, again, certainly not great still, and they sort of seem to fall back onto their old mistakes the further in we get to our event here. The first handful of rooms are really good, and then upwards from like day 14 or so, it just sort of fluttered. But then I did get surprised. I was gonna think that day 21 wasn't going to be accessible because, well, because it involves analyzing a file, and you were normally supposed to do that in a an actual VM. And this case, they actually gave you the download, so kudos on them for that. But yeah, there's still gonna be some really interesting things we're going to have to deal with. So let's start. Without further ado, let me put on my VPN and let's start up. See if we can manage 6 days in essentially 2 hours. Let's see if I can manage in 2 hours. That'd be cool. Alright, let me get my VPN going, because you do need that for this. If you don't have the VPN, you're going to get have a hard time, because you're going to need to use your own machine for a lot of these machines. EU West. I'm going to turn the music off now, because while I think when it's just a lot of people talking and not much happening for the rest, it can be nice to have music in the background. It can also really mess with people, so I'm going to try to not do that if I can help it. So let me put the screen on screen, because that's literally how we're going to have to do this. And then we're just going to start. We're just going to go. We're just going to do what we need to do to make this work. Display capture. Yes, please. Hacker screen. We'll call it hacker screen. Why not? There we go. Oh. There. We move it down so I can still be seen. Very nice. Beautiful. All right. First thing we need to do is start this machine, because if we don't start the machine, then there's not really a point. Have we already done that? We may have. No, we have not. Start machine. Let's just do it now. So, the first one is day 19. And day 19 has to do with PLCs. We're not going to do all the theory, because I can explain this in like a few minutes as opposed to having to read the entire task. Basically, this is, let me read the story so we know what's what. The story is wacky this year, like it has no cohesion whatsoever, but let's read the story so we know what's going on. The snow falls heavily over Wareville as chaos erupts at TBFC headquarters. What should be the busiest shipping day of the season has turned into a disaster. Another chocolate egg? Shouts a frustrated warehouse worker holding up yet another Easter-themed package. We're supposed to be shipping Christmas presents. Delivery drone buzz overhead, their mechanical hums sounding almost mocking. Each one returns from its route empty, having successfully delivered its cargo. But the cargo is all wrong. You're called in to the command center, where screens flicker with delivery statistics. Everything looks normal on the surface. 1,000 presents in stock, 98% success rate, and all systems are operational. But the phones won't stop ringing with confused citizens asking why they're receiving chocolate eggs instead of the toys and gifts they ordered. The logistics manager pulls up a delivery manifest. Look at this, she says, pointing at the screen. The system indicates that we delivered a teddy bear to the Miller family, but they received a chocolate bunny instead. It's the same weight, exact dimensions, but completely different items. Then, on one of the monitoring screens, a message flashes for just a second, before disappearing. Bunny emoji, exploit v6.66, property of Hopsec Island, rabbit face emoji. Why should Christmas have all the fun? King Malhare. Someone has compromised the drone fleet's control systems. The attack is sophisticated, falsifying sensor data, manipulating inventory selections, and erasing all traces. This isn't just a prank, it's a calculated assault on Christmas itself. Your mission is clear. Investigate the TBFC drone delivery system, uncover how King Malhare's exploit with GG, has compromised it, and restore Christmas deliveries before Sockmass is ruined. But be warned, King Malhare doesn't leave systems undefended. Traps are waiting for the careless investigator. One wrong move and you might make things much worse. A mysterious discovery. As you walk through the warehouse control rooms, something catches your eye. A crumpled piece of paper on the floor near the PLC terminal. It looks like someone dropped it in a hurry. You pick it up and unfold it. The handwriting is hurried, almost frantic. DBFC drone control. Register map. For maintenance use only. Holding registers. HR0. Package type selection. 0 equals Christmas gifts. 1 equals chocolate eggs. 2 equals Easter baskets. HR1. Delivery zone. 1 through 9 normal. 10 equals ocean dump. HR4, system signature version, default 100, current, question mark, check this. Coils, Boolean flags, C10, inventory verification, true equals system checks actual stock, false equals blind operation. C11, protection / override, true equals changes locked / monitored, false equals normal operation. C12, emergency dump protocol. True equals dump all inventory. False equals normal. C13, audit logging. True equals all changes logged. False equals no logging. C14, Christmas restored flag. Auto set when system corrects. C15, self-destruct status. Auto armed on breach. Critical, never change HR0 while C11 equals true. Will trigger countdown. Maintenance tech, December 19th. You stare at the note, confusion washing over you. Register map, coils, what is all this? The terminology is foreign. HR0, C11, Modbus scribbled on the margin, but something about it feels important, like a key you don't yet know how to use. You pocket the note carefully. It'll figure out what it means later. You think, for now, you need to understand the systems you're dealing with. Little do you know, this crumpled note will be exactly what saves Christmas. Okay, so that is literally all we need to know for this whole entire thing. Let me press this one. This is the first question, which just says we enabled to. We're going to. The clock is ticking. Investigation. Investigator. Christmas is hanging by a thread, and only you can pull it back from the brink. So what this is all about PLCs and SCADA. So basically, these are computer systems you're going to find in things like factories, power plants, automation stations, all sorts of things like that, where you have essentially a lot of computers dealing with machinery and other things of that nature. In this case, it's drone deliveries. And PLCs are basically computers that are very, very sort of low level and embedded. Really cool to work with. Bit of a headache as well, because it's all very low to the metal, very close to the actual hardware, which means they're really fast, but it's also kind of a headache to get anything done with them. So let's go through the tasks here. The first question is, what port is commonly used by Modbus TCP? Let's find out. SCADA. I mean, there's a lot of theory here that I honestly feel is not really relevant for advent of cyber. It is really interesting if that's what you're really interested in, but it's not super useful to read all this stuff. Basically, this explains what SCADA is and says that the drone delivery operation is handled through SCADA, which stands for let's see, what is the exact name? Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition, which is basically like, you know, keeping an eye on hardware systems, as it were. The port we want, let's see. So Modbus is the protocol that it's all about in this task. Modbus is essentially a text protocol to essentially request and then set different values on these machines. In this case, the various registers and coils we heard about are part of this system. And Modbus is the protocol to talk to those systems. The port for that, the Modbus port, is 502. So that's probably what we need to fill in the question. What port is commonly used by Modbus? 502. That is the correct answer. PLCs and Modbus protocol. Here we go. What is the next question? Now that you understand how the system works, the mission is yours. Hack it back and save Christmas. Okay, so this is why I said we're gonna sort of zip through the theory. It's not even really relevant for the questions. It really is just a lot of background. And now we get to the practical. Essentially, we're going to see how we do. Normally, in like higher level rooms like this, it is really important to read all the theory. In this case, I feel it's a little optional, given it's like you don't need to answer any questions about it, and you're likely not going to encounter this again unless you have like a really specific interest in this, on Try Hack Me specifically as well. So it just feels a little not really necessary in this case. So we understand what's going on. We need to get into our attack box, which I forgot to start. So let's do that first. We're going to need our attack box. I'm starting that now. The attack box is needed for some of these rooms. This is one of them, because we're going to have to run scans against the target machine that we started in task 1. Let me bring up a command line window while we are waiting. Here we are. Let me get my notepad as well. My notepad is right here. And while we wait, let's write those numbers down that we found in task 1. We're going to need those registers. So let's copy those down. Here they are. Essentially, what I'm doing right now is control Fing all over the page to quickly get the stuff that we need. Let me, at this point, also turn speech to a place where I can show it off when I need. So right now it's very spammy because that room is firing a bunch of things at us. But there it is. Let me turn that up a tiny bit.
Speech mode on demand. Speech mode off. Speech mode deep. Speech mode talk.
There we go.
Rate 50.
A little quieter. It's a bit loud.
Variant Voice American English. Volume 100. Volume 90. Volume 85. Holding registers.
There we go.
Holding registers. C letter equal falsy line PC letter equal falsy line PC for true equal falsy line PC for auto set line PC 15. Auto arm line feeds critical. Never will trigger countdown. Selected.
Okay,
Copy
we
the
got
clipboard.
the text of the note. Let's stick that in our little notepad
Paste.
for later.
Try act slash not bus. Pause for
And now I'm waiting for the attack box to come on. Once we have the attack box, what we're going to do is SSH into the attack box and then follow the instructions in the practical task, which will have us scan the machine. We're going to see, I know a little bit beforehand, like I didn't do super much research, but I kind of know what we're doing. What we're going to see is that the 502 port that we just read about and answered a question about is going to be open, and from there, I don't know what we're doing either. So that's going to be what we're doing. Let's see. The attack box, it's right here. Yep, I'm going to need the info for that. Here we are. Let's go to our command line, do root at whatever the IP is. The IP is, in this case, let's see, private IP, here it is, 1080.75.83 in my case. Let me just copy that down to my shell, because we're going to need it in a little bit. Here we go. Yep. It's going to say that the fingerprint doesn't seem to be all kosher. We'll fix that. And the password is this long string in this info thing. If you're not entirely sure of what I'm doing, I have covered this in several streams before. Basically, there is a button at the bottom of the screen when the split view is open that you can press to get a username, password, and IP for the attack box. This is what I just pressed. I'm going to close the split view now because we don't need it for this particular thing. There, it's out of our way. We can now go to the task, which I will read in full because that's going to be the tricky bit. That is going to help us do what we need to do. Oh, we're at the bottom of the screen. Of course we are. Okay. Task 4, practical. Now that you understand the basic concepts related to ICS and Modbus, ICS stands for Industrial Control Systems, we will analyze compromised TBFC drone control system and learn how to safely restore it. Initial reconnaissance. As with any incident response scenario, we begin with reconnaissance. Let's discover what services are running on the target system. From the attack box terminal, run an nmap scan. Like we get given the exact command, it's nmap-s capital V-P 2280.502 on 1080.168.115. That last one is the IP of our target for this machine, for this particular test. The 2280 and 502 is kind of on the nose in my opinion, because really what's happening here is we're given the exact ports to scan, That'll make it go faster, but it also takes the mystery out of it a little bit because we already know it's going to respond to probably all three of these. Let's see. Unable to determine any DNS servers. Reverse DNS is disabled. Try using --system-DNS.
Speech mode blank, bottom, blank, bottom, mass DNS, starting map 7.80, HTTPS, mass blank, bottom, blank.
Okay, well, while it does that, let me continue on reading, because I'm pretty sure it's just going to say... Yeah, we have the report here, the host is up, and it says that 22 has SSH running, OpenSSH 9.6, 80 is running Werkzeug HTTPD 3.1.3, Python 3.12, and 502 is running Open Modbus TCP service. Info OS Linux CPE //o Linux dot. Okay, so it's pretty much just a Linux thing. Service detection performed. Please report any blah 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 blah. Okay, we don't really need to know what else this says. We specified port 2080 and 502 speed up the scan. If you want to perform a comprehensive scan of all ports, you can use essentially the same thing, but with T4 dash capital T4, then a dash P dash instead of giving the ports specifically, and they add a double V here as well for extra verbosity. However, this will take significantly longer, several minutes, as it scans all 65,535 points. Key findings. Port 80 is running HTTP service, the CCTV camera feed. Okay, so there's a camera running on that. Port 502, Modbus TCP, the PLC communication protocol that we just learned about. Very good. This is typical of an industrial control system setup, a web interface for monitoring and Modbus port programmatic control. Visual confirmation. Before diving into technical details, let's see what's physically happening in the warehouse. Okay. Oh. Actually, that's fine. Yep. We're going to remove all this. I just pasted the nmap command into my URL bar. Doesn't really matter, we just need the IP for this particular system. So I'm going to add http // in front of it and open this up. And we have a page that says status, warning, compromised, disarmed. And there's a video feed. I'm sure it's like a loop that we cannot really see. It says 7:23, 14, 15. We can see a little clock going. Okay, interesting. Navigate to the thing, yeah, we just did, in your browser. Through the security camera, you can see the warehouse floor is real time. Robotic arms are busy at work and the conveyor belts are running smoothly, but something is wrong. Instead of Christmas presents, you see pastel-colored chocolate eggs being sorted, Easter-themed packaging on the assembly line. Delivery drones are loading eggs instead of gifts. The status display in the corner shows compromise. Yep, I can see that. The visual confirmation tells you the problem is real and active. The system isn't broken. It's working perfectly, but just delivering the wrong items. This is a classic sign of a logic manipulation attack rather than a system failure. Keep the CCTV open in a separate tab. It will update as you make changes to the system, providing real-time feedback on your remediation efforts. This may actually not be accessible, we'll have to see. Modbus reconnaissance. We'll need to interrogate the Modbus server directly. This is where Python and the PyModbus library become essential. Remember that crumpled note you found earlier? Pull it out now. The terminology that seemed foreign, HR0, C11, Modbus, is about to make perfect sense. Note, the steps 1 to 5 are optional, and you can just read along with them, okay? Install PyModbus, okay? On the attack box, we already have it pre-installed. But if you're using your own machine, you need to ensure that you have the necessary library. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We do have the attack box, so you can just do that. You can use pip3 to install it. They want version 3.6.8, it looks like. Very cool. Step 2, establish connection. Let's connect to the PLC's Modbus interface. Open a Python interpreter. Okay, let's do that. Python 3. Don't think this is needed, but we'll follow along. Why not? From modbus.client import modbus TCP client. Okay.
Greater.
We have done
Try
that.
add greater number connected to the PLC on port 502. Greater client equals modbus TCP client 10.80.168.115. Port equals 502.
All right. So here's a line of Python code that we can use to essentially connect to the PLC. Let's do that.
Paste. Client equals modbus T. CP client 10. Greater.
That's worked. We didn't get an error. Very cool.
Greater number established connection. Greater client dot connect. Greater client equals modbus. Greater print connected. Greater 5. If client dot copy the clipboard. Root 10.
That just checks if the connection was successful.
Paste. If client dot connect. T.
We get a different prompts, like 3 dots instead of 3 greater than signs.
Connected to PLC successfully.
If client dot connect.
Unselected. T.
There's a print.
Print connected to copy the clipboard. Root 10-80-7. Paste. Print connected to PLC successfully. Try add me else. Print connected to PLC successfully. Root 10-80-75-83.
Else.
Try add print connection failed.
Connection failed. We need to indent that. This is Python. It'll not work otherwise. So paste this in.
Paste. Print.
Cool.
Try add me print connection failed. Unselected. Connected to PLC successfully. Greater. Excellent. We have a connection to the greater.
And then we
connected to PLC successfully.
And it's working. Cool. We have a connection working. Very nice. Excellent. We have a connection to the PLC's Modbus interface. Notice that no authentication was required. This is a critical security weakness in the Modbus protocol. Step 3. Reading holding registers. Holding registers store numeric configuration values. According to the note, HR0 controls package type selection. Let's read it. The control is client.read underscore holding underscore registers. Left brace address equals 0, count equals 1, slave equals 1. Programming rife with slave terminology. Very problematic. Let's run that line of code.
Paste. Result equals greater.
Try nothing.
Try add greater if not result dot error. Package type equals result dot register 0. Print FHR0 package type. If package type equals 0. Print Christmas presents. Elf package type equals 1. Print chocolate eggs. Elf package type equals 2. Print Easter baskets. HR0 package type 1.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of work here to make sure that you can see in human readable language what this holds. I'm just going to not do that and just print the results.
Read holding register response 1. Greater.
And it says 1. 1, according to our notes and even to our if statements here, is chocolate egg. So that's a problem. It needs to not be doing that. Chocolate eggs. There it is. HR0 is set to 1, which means that system is configured to load chocolate eggs. The note was right. This is exactly what's causing the problem. Let's check HR1 delivery zone. It's probably gonna set it to read hold. Okay, we'll do the exact same thing with a different address, and I can look at the ifs to see what it's supposed to see. If zone equals 10, then we're supposed to print warning ocean dump zone, and I think that's exactly what it's set to. Normal delivery. Yeah, what is it set to? 5. Okay, this is actually good. Normal delivery zone. Yeah, so that's good. Zone 5 is normal. Now let's check HR4, the system signature. We'll look at the code again. Basically, it says that if it's set to 666, exploit detected. King Malhare's signature. Okay. Is that what it's set to? Oh, yes. HR4 is set to 666. Exploit detected. Problem. The value 666 confirms that the system has been compromised by exploit framework. This matches the taunt message we saw earlier. Exploits v6.66. Step 4, reading coils. Okay, now we check coils. It's the exact same deal. Again, this is not really needed. We could just look at what they say here. 10 is the inventory verification, which is probably off. Let's see. Yeah, if not verification disabled, and it's probably off. Look at it. Yeah, it's false. Disabled. System not checking stock. Inventory verification is disabled. The system is blindly following commands without checking if items actually exist in stock. Let's check C11, C11. That's the protection override. that is set to 0 probably. Oh, active. Changes are being monitored. So that's on. Very good. This is crucial. C11 is enabled, which means the system is actively monitoring for changes. That's good. Remember the warning on the note. Never change HR0 while C11 equals true. Okay, we'll trigger countdown. So if we mess with it at this point, it's going to like start to self-destruct. We don't want that. So let's check if the self-destruction is already armed. That's a good question. Is it armed? Let's see. If not, result, yeah, blah, blah, blah. If not armed, we're good. What is it, sprinting? It is not armed. Okay, so we're good. We're good for now. Very good. Good news, the self-destruction isn't armed yet, but it will be if we try to change HR0 with C11 is active. This is the trap mechanism. Understanding the trap. I get the trap. So there's a flag which is checking. And if we're setting it to the HR0 to something else, then C11 will make sure that the self-destruct comes on. We don't want that. So we need to turn C11 off first, which apparently doesn't check for tampering with itself, which isn't interesting. And then we can just do it. Sounds good. Complete reconnaissance script. Let's create a comprehensive script. No, let's not do that, actually. Safe remediation. Based on our reconnaissance, we need to disable protection mechanism, C11 first, change package type to Christmas gifts, HR0, enable environment verification, C10 equals true, enable audit logging, C13 equals true, and verify C15 never got armed. Okay. The order is critical. If we change R0 before disabling C11, the trap triggers. Very well. Create the remediation script. Okay, we're going to actually make a script. So let's close this interpreter here. Oh, yeah. You know exactly what I'm trying to do, Python. Get out of my way. Oh.
C.
Thank you. All right. So we're going to make a script here. Nano. They call it restore underscore Christmas.py. We'll call it that too.
Christmas. New nano 4.8 blank. Try enter the following code. Restore Christmas.py.
And they're literally giving us all the code.
Numbers from PyModBus.client import modbus TCP client selected. Import time selected. Line feed select ELCIP equals 10.80.168.115 selected. Port equals 502 selected.
Like we have to do literally nothing here. We just copy paste this code.
Line feed selected. Def red coil client address selected. Result equals client dot red coils address equals address. County if not result dot is error selected. Return result dot bits 0 selected. Return unselected. Line feed select def red register client address select result equals client dot red holding registers address equals address. Count equals if not result dot is error selected. Return result dot register 0 selected. Return unselected. Line feed select number connect to PLC selected. Client equals modbus TCP client PLC IP port equals port selected.
So yeah, we've seen this. This was what we did in the terminal just now.
Line feed select if not client dot connect selected. Print failed to connect to PLC selected. Exit 1 select line feed select print equals star 60 selected. Print TBFC drone system Christmas restoration selected. Print equals star 60 selected. Print selected. Line feed selected. Number step 1. Check current state selected. Print step 1. Verify time dot sleep 1. Select line feed select package type equals red register. Client 0 selected. Protection equals red coil. Client 11. Arm equals red coil. Line feed select print F package type. Package type
so
1 equals
in this
selected.
script we're doing all the, this is why it was optional, I guess. Because all this script is also doing all these things that we just talked about. So that's good.
Print F separate selected. Line feed select number step 2. Disable protection selected. Print step 2. Disabling protection mechanism. Time dot sleep 1 selected. Line feed select result equals client dot right coil 11 false. Slave equals unit ID selected.
So yeah, so the exact same thing as before. Instead of reading coils, we're writing them now. I'm not sure what the unit ID does here in the slave.
If not result dot is error selected.
That's fine.
Print protection disabled selected. Print safe to proceed with changes selected else select print client dot exit 1 select line feed select print selected. Time dot sleep 1 select line feed select number step 3 print step 3 setting package type to Christmas present
now we're
selected.
setting the package type in this
time
code.
line result if not print else print line print select time line feed number step 4 enable inventory verification selected.
Doing the exact same thing 3 times in a row.
Print timeline result equals client dot right coil 10 if not result dot is error selected. Print inventory else selected. Print failed line feed selected. Print selected. Time dot sleep 1 selected. Line feed select number step 5. Enable audit login selected. Print time dot line feed result equals client dot right coil 13 true if not result dot is error. Print audit login enabled. Print future else. Print failed to enable login line feed selected. Print selected. Time dot sleep 2. So line feed select number step 6. Verify restoration selected. Print time dot sleep 1. So line feed Christmas restore equals red coil. Client 14. Select new package type emergency dump equals red coil. Client 12. Selected. Self destruct equals red coil. Client 15. Selected. Line feed select print F package type. New package type 0 equals Christmas. Selected. Print F self destruct arm. Self print selected. Line feed selective Christmas restored and new package type equals 0 and not emergency dump and not self destruct. Selected. Print equals star 60. Selected. Print success. Christmas print equals star 60. Selected. Print selected. Print Christmas deliveries have been restored. Selected. Print the drones will now deliver presents. Not eggs. Select print check the CCTV feed to see the results. Selected. Print selected. Selected. Number reads the flag from register selected. Flag result equals client dot red holding registers. Address equals 20. Count equals 12. Slave equals unit ID. Selected.
Okay, so there is a flag hidden in one of these coils that gets enabled when we have
If not flag, result dot
successfully
error.
run
Selected.
this code.
Flag bytes equals selected. For red and flag result dot registers. Selected. Flag bytes dot append. Red greater 8. Selected. Flag bytes dot append. Red and 0 XFF.
And
Selected.
this is doing some hex dumping to make sure that we actually get the flag, it looks like.
Flag equals dot join. CHR. Print F flag. Flag selected. Print selected. Print equals star 60. Selected. Else. Selected. Print restoration incomplete. Check system state. Selected. Line feed select client dot close selected. Print selected. Print disconnected from PLC. Select save and exit. Run the terminal selected. Terminal save and exit. Run the restoration script. Unselect print disconnected from PLC. Unselected.
And this is the
Copy
entire
clipboard.
thing, the
Turn-
entire
turn-
code.
turn-
We're
turn-
going to
75,
paste
83.
this
Command prompt. Pane.
in
Desktop
the
Windows M.
terminal.
Right click. Modified. Blank.
Here we are.
Print. Blank.
And
Blank.
I'm going to save this as the file that we just... This is a Christmas restore to restore Christmas. So we do Control X to save this.
Save modified buffer. YS.
Yep.
NOC. File name to right. Restore Christmas.py. GSL.
Restore Christmas.py sounds good.
Microsoft Windows version 10.
And we'll just run this because it has a shebang. So we should be able to just do... no, let's just do Python 3.
Python 3.
Python 3 restore underscore Christmas.py.
60 equals. TBFC dome system. Christmas restoration. 60 equals. Step 1. Verify in current system state. Package type. 1. 1 equals X. Protection active. True. Self-destruct armed. False. Step 2. Disabling protection mechanism. Protection disabled. Safe to proceed with changes. Step 3. Setting package type to Christmas presents. Package type changed to Christmas presents. Step 4. Enabling inventory verification. Inventory verification enabled. Step 5. Enabling audit logging. Audit logging enabled. Future changes will be logged. Step 6. Verifying system restoration. Package type. 0. 0 equals Christmas. Christmas restored. True. Emergency dump. False. Self-destruct armed. False. 60 equals. Success. Christmas is saved. 60 equals. Christmas deliveries have been restored. The drones will now deliver presents. Not X. Check the CCTV feed to see the results. Flag. THMEGG Mod 0V3R. 60.
And there we go.
Off.
We got the flag, the final flag that we need for this. And we will put it in, I'm sure, a question in a bit.
Space.
Let's grab this flag.
S0V. 3. R. Right brace. Space.
Okay.
Copy the clipboard.
We get the flag.
/mod.
Let's see what we need to do for the
Speech off.
question. What's the flag is the only question. Okay, let's put that in here. THM left brace egg with the second G capitalized and then mus with a capital M 0V3R. Agmas over. Boom, 80%. And if you liked this, we're done. So yeah, really all this did for the rest. We could go look at the CCTV. Can we do that real quick? There it is. Status. Oh, it still says compromise. Something went screwy there. Interesting. Oh, no, there it goes. System restored. There you go. Now they're doing the right thing. We got a nice little video. It took us about 50 minutes to do. Very nice. Yay, Christmas presents. Okay, that one's done. Very cool. Let's get our ticket and continue straight on to the next one. Which will have us use... Oh, you have to commit to a streak. That's a thing now. I do feel Try Hack Me is really like lifting in on the sort of, what is it? A Duolingo way of doing things with streaks and levels and missions and things, less so on the teaching part of it, but hey, whatever. You did it! Wareville is one step closer, safe. You townsfolk are counting on you to keep Christmas secure. Alright. Head back to Wareville. We'll do that. Go to Wareville. Okay. That was day 19. We now need to do die 20. Let's find 20. Here it is. Race conditions. Toy to the world. No, here we go again. Alright.
Speech mode talk. Race conditions. Toy to the world heading show split view but speech
For
mode
this,
off.
we need to start a machine. We need to do a little bit of burp sweeting. That's going to be super fun. I will say this one is not super bad. Obviously, burp sweets, it's still terrible. But it is not as bad as it could be, honestly. Like, I've seen a lot worse. This one is relatively doable. It's going to take a little bit of time, but shouldn't take super long. We're not going to need the attack box for this one, so I terminated it, so it's out of the way. We'll start the... Nope. Oops. I started it back up. My bad. And the machine.
Speech mode talk. Alert Hooray. Your machine has started. It may need speech mode off.
I will read the... Just do this first question first. There we go. Because that's just... Usually the first question is just, I can successfully connect to the machine. Yeah, that's great that you can do that. Right now, I'm sort of stuck because I have to wait for this machine to come online. Let me just explain what we're doing. Basically, The point of this room is to show off what a race condition does. Basically, what a race condition is when you say buy a thing off a web store, a number of things happen. Obviously, you pay the money, you deduct one off the supply if that's being kept track of, and all that takes time. Like, all these things take time. Not very much time, usually a few milliseconds, but they do take time. And what a race condition basically does is, if some things are done before other things are done, like say if you buy 5 products while it's still checking if there's even stock for those products, you might get like a negative amount of storage stock for that particular product, and that's exactly what we're doing in this one. And this can be a way to obviously run up bills for companies, or to get vouchers that work way more often than they should. Like, you could make sure that 5 things use a voucher at the exact same time. If the voucher is only checked after use, which is, I think, what we did last year. But this one is relatively easy to do. We'll have to do it twice. 2 flags. Let's read the story like we usually do, and then get on with it. The Best Festival Company, TBFC, has launched its limited edition Sleigh Toy with only 10 pieces available at midnight. Within seconds, thousands rushed to buy one, but something strange happened. More than 10 lucky customers received confirmation emails stating that their orders were successful. Confusion spread fast. How could everyone have bought the last toy? Mcskidy. So Mcskidy is supposed to be kidnapped at this point, I think. Like, there is an earlier day where we have to save Mcskidy, and we do. And I guess from that point onwards, Mcskidy is back. It's very odd how the continuity works in this one. Mcskidy was called in to investigate. Okay. She quickly noticed multiple buyers purchased at the exact moment, slipping through the system's timing flaw. Sir Carrotbane's mischievous bandit bunnies had found a way to exploit this chaos, flooding the checkout with rapid clicks. By morning, TBFC faced angry shoppers, missing stock, and a mystery that revealed just how dangerous a few milliseconds could be during the holiday rush. So yeah, pretty standard stuff here. We're going to have to do this with Burp Suite. That's essentially what we're doing. Race condition. First question, what is the flag value once the stock? Okay, so we're going straight to the flags. Feel free to check out. We'll just do these one first real quick. Uh-oh. Okay, there it goes. Yeah. 2 more questions to find. We need to find the target IP, which I have here. So it's 1080, 189.39. Okay, let's go check that out. Go open a new tab, go to that IP. That should bring us to the to the TBFC store. We need to log in. I believe the username is attacker and the password is attacker@123. So let's do that. Okay. Actually, we're doing this wrong. We need to do this in the Burp browser. I'm dumb. Hang on. This is where we go for the full-on Burp experience. It's fantastic. Let's go. Copy this. We need to go to the Burp Suite. Where's the Burp Suite? Here's the Burp Suite.
Speech mode talk.
So the Burp Suite is a Java application. It's very
desktop window. Recognizing help repeater. T. Burp Suite Community Edition V2000 dashboard. Target. Dashboard. Edit on the left click.
Hostile, I want to say, to keyboard users.
Burp Suite Community Edition V2025.
In some respects, because it does have a lot of hotkeys. The first one you're going to want to press in this is Control-Shift-P to get to the proxy tab, because that's where the Burp configured browser is, and that's what we're going to be using for this particular thing. This is just a Chromium, open source Chromium version to like use Burp directly. It's just a little easier. You can also use your regular browser to do this, but this is a little faster. I'm logging in with those details I just gave. So attacker and attacker@123, and we are now in. essentially what the task has us do, and that's why I'm not really reading the task. The second task is pretty much just explaining what I just explained, what a race condition is, how it works. And it's telling us what we have to do. Basically, what we have to do is first make a legitimate request for one of these two toys. And then we can essentially stick that request in the repeater for Burp Suite. And like just duplicate it like 20 times because there's only 10. And then once you've done that and driven it into the negatives, you get 1 flag. And you have to do that for the second one as well. So the first one is the Sleigh Toy Limited Edition. There's 10 in stock. We will add it to our cart. We've added it to our cart.
Speech
We
mode
can
off, button unavailable, added.
have the speech on for this part because it's going to be a little annoying.
Link heading level 5 money plush. Boo, link view
And
orders.
now we need to check out.
Banner heading level 1 TBF.
Pay with
Log
our
link.
pretend credit card. So we go check
View
out.
card link. Checkout link. TBFC shop. Banner landmark heading level 4 checkout credit card. Default heading unavailable 1 candy cane confirm and pay button.
And we do confirm and pay.
Payment received dialog. Document. View orders link. Payment
And
received.
view orders. Let's do it.
TBFC shop.
Okay, so now we need to go back to Burp Suite.
Burp Suite community edition.
Right here. And we need to find our HTTP history.
Button options. Button help. Open browser button open button unavailable.
This is where the fun begins, because this is a very unintuitive program, in my opinion. I believe it's in the interceptor.
1 tab control. 1 tab selected 1 to 1.
Best viewers on stream. Very nice. Very great. Yeah, I don't really have time to deal with this right now, so well, hang out, whatever you,
1 tab 1
do
no
whatever
next.
you want to do.
No previous. 1 tab control. No previous. No next. Intruder tab 1 select proxy tab 03 of target tab 02 proxies intruder repeater tab 05 intruder tab 1 selected 4 of 13.
Okay, so it's not in intruder, it's in
Proxy target tab 02 of 13.
it's in target?
Sitemap tab control. Sitemap tab selected 1 of 3. Preview. 10.80.189.39 selected.
Let's look at
TBFC shop.
the,
TBFC shop. Google Chrome column 3. TBFC. Try hack erase.
Instructions real quick, because I think it's going to tell me.
Attacker machine graphic clickable machine info
Let me
status.
see.
Find dialog. Type the text you wish to find and select it. Select.
Story.
Try clickable task 2 erase. Now that we have made a legitimate request, navigate back to Burp Suite and click on proxy creator HTTP.
Proxy. Okay, it's in
Burp
the
Suite community
proxy
edition
tab.
Burp
So we
Suite.
go back to proxy, Control Shift P.
Intercept tab control. Intercept tab selected 1 of 4. Intercept off toggle button not pressed. Proxy settings button open settings window. Separator. Show desktop button.
And from this point
Burp Suite
onwards, you're
community
going to
edition
need to get really good friends with your screen reader's object navigation keys, because Tab and Shift Tab
Button unavailable. Intercept off no previous.
practically don't
Intercept tab 1
really
selected 1
work
of 4. HTTP history
in
tab
this
0 2 of 4.
particular application. It's a mess. They've been told multiple times it's a mess. They don't give a shit. So
Edit unavailable red left click.
tricky.
HTTP history tab
I
1.
just clicked the HTTP history with the mouse. You can also use the new Control K, like the command palette they have added. It's quite recent. There is an AI, but it's only available for professional. It might actually be helpful in this case, but no. We don't get to use it. So the from my testing, I very briefly tested it, and it didn't look like the command palette was super accessible, so I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way until I learn how to properly use it. In this case, we need to find
WebSockets history. HTTP history tab 1 selected 2 of 4. HTTP history. Intruder tab 1 selected 4 of 13. Proxy tab 1 selected 3 of.
we need to find the right
Proxy tab control menu bar. Button open setting.
request.
Proxy Burp Suite community edition V2 proxy settings button open settings. Burp filter on checkbox check button help button options table.
Okay,
1 selected row 1 number column 1.
so we are now in
Speech
a
off.
table of requests that we've made so far. You can use the arrow keys to go through these. The easiest way to do this is to move to the
Speech
column
talk.
that has the paths that we are requesting. We want to find the process checkout.
Slash login selected row
one.
slash shop selected row slash add to cart select slash shop selected row slash checkout page select slash process checkout selected row 7 URL
Here
column
it
4.
is. And we want to send that to repeaters. We're going to right click
Cell selected row
on
7
that
URL column.
cell.
Right click table add to scope. Send to intruder CTRL send to repeater CTRL.
Send to repeater. Control R. We'll do that as well. And we'll press it for now.
Burp
There we
Suite
go.
community edition V2025.
Now, we sent this to the repeater, but it leaves us where we were. So we need to go to that repeater as well.
1 tab control. 1 tab.
Here's the repeater. And now we need to
1 tab 1 selected 1 of 1.
right click
Unknown. Tab
this-
tab expanded. Right click.
a tab labeled 1.
Rename tab view
It
settings.
doesn't have a proper name for the rest, but we right click that one with the mouse routing commands. Again, I don't think applications key works here.
Rename close tab. Add tab to group menu checked.
And we want to add the add tab to group. This is not actually a menu. It's a dialog that comes up. It's mislabeled. Get used to that. Burp does it a lot. So press enter on add tab to group.
New tab group.
And we want to make a new tab group. Yeah,
Create
we
new group
do.
dialog group name.
If you
Add tab.
had any tab groups already, this would be here.
1.
Let's just call it cart in this case. Cart.
Cart. Deselect all. 1 checkbox checked. Deselect edit cart.
And we press enter to create
Burp
it.
Suite community edition
There we go.
V2020.
And now things get really fun because I honestly forget. Okay.
One tab control.
Let's first do the next step. The next step is to duplicate this tab several times in this group. So you right-click the tab labeled 1 again.
Button tabs options. Button search tabs. Button tabs options. Desktop window. Button Brooks panel.
Please hold.
One tab, one selected, 2 of 2. Unknown. Right-click. Rename tab. Tab view settings menu checked.
So
move tab to group menu
we want
checked. Remove tab to group.
Duplicate
tab.
the tab. Here it is.
Duplicate tab dialog.
It's going to ask us how many times we want to duplicate it. We want to duplicate it like 30 times. Let's do 20. 20 times.
20. Cancel button. Duplicate button. Brooks Community Edition D2000.
And now we have 20 requests to do the exact same thing. Basically, what this is going to do in a minute is it's going to let us fire the same requests at the exact same time.
Button unavailable. Icon. Panel issue the request.
And
button edit target button help icon this icon show button message Brooks.
The way to do that is to
button message actions. Icon show non icon disable line wrap icon hide specify Brooks Community Edition D2020 button edit target button panel. Panel issue the request.
So there's a thing that says panel issue the request. That's actually your send button. We don't want to press that yet. We want to add tab 1 from there.
Panel.
It's literally just called panel, and you press space on that.
Button help. Group send options.
That says button help. Tells you not much, but you have just opened the group send options, and you want to set that to
send no next. Send group in parallel last byte sync. Checkbox not checked.
Send group in parallel last byte sync.
Add multi-line.
Again, you're gonna have to use the mouse.
2025 button. Panel. Panel issue request in parallel.
And the last thing to do is actually send the requests. So let's do that. Let's press enter. Space actually. Okay. And I just did it. It sent 20 post requests. So now what we need to do is go back to this browser and look at our
heading level 4 orders. Table with 2 rows and 8 columns, row 1 column 2 or column 3.
And if we refresh this page, we go from 2 orders to 20 orders. And that's what we wanted. So we have 20 orders of this item, and there's only 10. So now this is a minus so-and-so stock. If we remove this checkout page bit, and we go look at the home page, Party Popper, flag found, THM brace winner _off _race, R at CE007 is our first flag.
THM winner of ours, copy to clipboard. Speech mode off.
So that's essentially what you do. You do this twice. The first question is of the sleigh toy. We just found that one, so we'll put it in the thingy right here. And the second question is repeat the same steps as were done for ordering the sleigh toy limited edition. What is the flag value one? Found stocks are negative for the bunny plush. Okay. So let's
speech mode 1 tab 1 selected 2 of 22.
Just to clear things out.
Card tab 0 1 of text 21 right click. Tab view settings menu check close all tabs in group. Ungroup tab close all
these
confirm
tabs.
Dialog are you sure? Yes but
Clear it up.
Yep. Community Edition D2000 blank.
Back to proxy.
HTTP is there.
And we need to make another legit request by doing the thing we just did. Do the exact same thing again. I'm not going to talk as much this time. Just to get it done quickly.
Clickable. TBFC shop. TBF.
Let's see.
Link view card heading level 5 sleigh toy limited edition. Bunny plush blue heading
Bunny
level 5
blue.
5.
There's 5 in stock, so we add it to the cart.
Alert Party Popper flag found. THM winner of RC007. TBFC shop. Button unavailable.
Oh, that's just going to come up every time now. Very interesting.
Banner heading midnight drop. Party Popper link view card heading level 5 link view card visited link checkout.
We check out.
TBFC shop. Button confirm and pay. Address is pre-filled and cannot be changed. Button
confirm and pay.
Payment received dialog. Document. View orders visited link view orders.
We go back to burp.
Try acne race conditions. Toy Brooks Fleet Community. Brooks Fleet Community.
We go find that
16 selected row 7 number
thing we just found.
17, 23 rows, 26 rows, 27 row 12 number column. 34 select 39 HTTP /post select /process checkout selected row 16 URL.
Here it is again. Control R. Go to the repeater.
22 tab.
Should be a fresh request for us. Yep, there is.
22 tab 1 selected 1 1. No next. No
this is request 22. Fair enough. We right click that.
Tab view settings reopen close add tab to group close tab.
Add a new group.
Create new group
dialog group name. Cart 2.
Cart 2 space 2. Button tabs options.
We'll do the same thing again. We need to duplicate this.
Desktop window. Button help. 22 tab 1 selected 2 of 2.
We right click the 22 again.
Rename tab, close tab, duplicate tab.
Duplicate tab. We only need 10 of them this time because there's only 5 of these.
10. Cancel button. Duplicate button.
Duplicate.
Brooks Fleet Community Edition D2025.11.6. Temporary icon hide spec. Brooks Fleet.
Yeah, there's 12 now, so now we need to find that.
Button, panel, button, toggle tab,
Issue the
panel.
request again, press space on the
Button
panel.
help. Group send separator.
Is it still sending in parallel? Probably not.
Send, no next. Send group in parallel. Last byte sync. Checkbox not checked.
No, so we need to click that again.
Left Brook Suite Community Edition. Button, panel issue request in parallel.
Issue in parallel.
Unavailable. Edit multi-line.
Boom.
TBFC shop. TBFC shop.
Let's view orders.
TBFC shop.
Remove the checkout. The orders in this case.
Order selected.
Like that.
10.80.189. Alert party popper flag flag. Banner heading level.
And here
Midnight
is
drop. Slave oil limited. Speech
found. Let's see what the flag is. Winner of bunny race. So winner _ bunny _ race. And races are at CE. Winner and of are in all caps. Bunny only has the capital B. Copy that in. And we are done. There. Cool. Another one done. Very nice. We don't need this anymore. And we don't need burp anymore. Okay, let's continue.
Speech mode top out of clickable. Clickable 1 hour for tab selected THM attack box button info.
We will need the attack box. Let me actually recreate
region
the
Europe, Ireland.
button
Republic ID.
box
Out of list user
here.
web-based machine banner landmark heading level 2 the list with button region Europe private IP username root private IP 10.80.128
Yep.
dot 01 1 0 dot 8 0 dot 1 2 6 dot 1 2 left parent unselected copy to clipboard
Copy
root 10 dash 80 dash root 10 dash 80 dash 75 dash 80 root 10 dash 80 dash
This
75
one isn't going to work anymore. Nope, it's fine.
try root 10 dash 80 dash try star
We'll
root
just
try
make a new one. It's fine.
web run
It's faster that
desktop
way.
list C Windows system 32 SS root paste the authenticity of host warning permanent try erase condition try username root password 5677
Got the password here.
5,000 copy to
Paste it in, so we have it for the next. I'm sure we'll need it.
system information as of status.
And there we go. Okay, so we have an attack box. We'll probably need it in the next one. We'll have to see to what degree. I'm not sure. But let's continue on with the next room.
Blank. Dialogue. Button close. Button go to Wareville.
Okay, go to Wareville.
Click right visit link
and
find dialogue.
Day 21.
Main landmark link 21. Link graphic malware analysis. Map speech
Malware analysis. Now, this one pleasantly surprised me. I thought it was not going to be accessible. It actually is accessible. Because they give you an option to download the file that you need to answer all these questions. So what they're showing here is an honestly ancient file type called HTA. HTA is a file format that you can use to stick scripts in web pages, and I haven't seen one in the wild since like 2005 or so. But I'm sure they're still used in like automation plants and other things like that. So I guess they're still up to a point relevant. I'm not going to spend too much time on these because they're very... Honestly, I've never seen these outside of like really, really toy projects. But they are very fun to essentially do some reconnaissance stuff with. So let's just start up. The request... The story. Let's do the story, because we always do the story. That's part of the thing, right? Let's go. The story. Is there anything hanging out that we don't need there to be? Yes, the attack box is still hanging out. I will actually add some more time to that. Oh, it's fine. We got plenty of time. Let's remove the split view, because we don't need it for this task. It's just in the way. All right, let's continue here. Number 21, the story. What do we got? Attacker machine is still there. That's fine. It can hang out. We can use it in the next one again. Okay. Yeah. The story. And in our kingdom of Wareville, just like in others, thousands of files of all kinds pass through the systems every day. From DOCX, PDF, resumes received by our elves, to financial spreadsheets, CSVs from accounting department, and executable files launched by different applications. But have you ever wondered which of these might be malicious? Which ones could actually belong to King Malhare? And interesting question, isn't it? That's the story. We honestly... I'm not sure why I read that out loud. Okay, so the first question is, my attack box has started and I am ready to learn about malware analysis. We didn't start the attack box for this, but it is running, so I guess we can keep going. Malware analysis. Basically, they're going to explain to us what HTA files are, that there's HTML in there, just like you would see on web pages, and that there is script tags in there that hold either scripts in JavaScript or in VB script. And essentially what they're also showing us is that you can encode things in base64 format in those scripts to hide what they're actually doing. So let's just go to the questions, because we can answer a lot of these with just looking at the binary. What is the title of the HTA application? Let me bring it up. It is in my downloads. Let me go really quickly go grab it. Here it is. Survey. Yeah, okay, here we go. So we're looking at this doc type HTML. The title says Best Festival Company Developer Survey. So let's just copy paste that out, because that's already all we need for this question. Copy. I will say the level of beginnerness for these tasks for this year is quite a lot more equal this year. I do like that. It's not as difficulty spiky as we had last year. Okay, that one's done. What VB script function is acting as if it is downloading the survey questions? Let's look for the word questions, see if that gets us anywhere. That's not it. That's just a get element by ID. Oh, get questions. That's probably it. Get questions with a capital Q. Get questions. Is that the right answer? Yes. Okay. Very cool. What URL domain, including subdomain, is the questions being downloaded from? Okay, so we got a function called get questions. It's probably in here somewhere. Let's have a look. Yeah, here, get questions. The function. We're setting a few variables. This is VB script we're looking at. We're setting an IE instance, Internet Explorer, to see how old this is. And it's taking us to survey.bestfestivalcompany.com. There's actually an extra I in there, which points at a type squatting attack. Essentially, there's an extra I that's supposed to not fall. You know, this is what you see in phishing emails. They'll do PayPal with 2 L's or something like that in this case. So let's copy the URL. Oh, I don't think we need to copy the path, do we? Let's try it this way. So it's survey, http://survey.bestfestival. Okay, something is not quite right. Let's see. I think I'm not supposed to put the HTTPS. So survey.bestfestival company.com. Yeah, so oh, where's the M going? Oh, that's the wrong side of it. Company dot, yeah, now it lines up. So .com. There. Yep, that's correct. Malhare seems to be using typo squatting, domains that look the same as a real one, in an attempt to hide the fact that the domain is not the intended one. There's a typo in a thing about typos. That's kind of funny. What character in the domain gives this away? I just said it, like there's double I, so like there's only one character we can enter here. So I guess it's an I. Yep. Malicious HTAs often include real-looking data, like survey questions, to make the file seem authentic. How many questions does the survey have? This is only one character again, so it's one number between 0 and 9. Let's try 3. No. 4. Oh, I'm going too fast. Okay, 4. Yes, it's 4. Okay, well, now we know. Notice how even in code, social engineering persists. Fake incentives like contests or trips hide in plain sight to build trust. The survey entices participation by promising a chance to win a trip to where? Okay, so I don't know, but let's have a look at that URL. Questions.txt. Can I see? No, that won't load. Interesting. Oh, there's 2 slashes. That's why. Okay. Oh. This site can't be reached. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm missing something. Maybe if you run the script, you get it. We don't really have the opportunity to do that in this case. So I'm going to... let's close this. I'm going to guess. Let's see. Christmas. 5 letters, then 4 letters. North Pole? North Pole? No. It's not South Pole, is it? Oh my god, it is South Pole. Okay, it's South Pole. Okay, that's... Yeah, I guess that's on brand. That was just a guess. I'm not sure how you would have known that. I think you can get the questions somehow. I'm not sure. The HTA is enumerating information from the local host executing the application. What 2 pieces of information about the computer is it running and are being exfiltrated? You should provide the 2 object names separated by commas. Let's have a look at the code again. Is there anything about enumeration? We're decoding as base 64 here. Yeah, something about feedback, right? What does it say? From the local host in the application, should provide. No, it doesn't say. Okay, let's quickly go through this code. Hey, str host, str user, str domain. That's a problem. Does any of those match? Let's see. SDR computer. No, that's host. That's too short. Okay, let's see. Oh. Computer name. Does that fit? Computer name. That does fit. Okay, so it's... I guess it's computer name, comma. And what's the other one? Username. Username. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, that's the one we wanted to find. Very cool. What endpoint is the enumerated data being exfiltrated to? Okay, let's have a look. Can we see that in the code? IE, navigate to... /details question u equals and okay, so I guess /details. Yes. Okay, we're 56% through. We're getting somewhere. What HTTP method is being used to exfiltrate the data? Can I see that in this same line of code? Let's see. Actually, can we get that from just looking at the hint? Oh, there's only 3 characters. Only get fits that. There we go. After reviewing the function intended to get the survey questions, it seems that the data from the download of the questions is actually being executed. What is the line of code that executes the contents of the download? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dot 1, 2, 3. Let's see. It's in this folder somewhere, I think, because we need to. It needs to run something.
Speech set IE equals create object. Internet Explorer dot application.
No.
IE dot do IE loop. IE dot quit. Dim run object. Blank. Set run object equals create object. Script dot shell. Blank. Set run object equals create object. Run object dot run PowerShell dot x dot w. Hidden CM feedback string 0 false.
Oh, is it this one? Run object dot run. Run up. Yeah, that looks right. PowerShell nop. That looks very shady.
End function. Run object dot run PowerShell dot r. Run object dot run PowerShell.
Because we're running PowerShell without a window. That's usually not something you want to do unless you're being sneaky. So let's try that. Okay, it does seem to fit in the spot. And it's the correct answer. Very nice. 68%. Almost nice. Such a shame. It seems as if the Malhare site has been taken down, so we cannot download the contents that the malware was executing. Fortunately, one of the elves created a copy when the site was still active. Download the contents of the thing here. Okay. Can I just open that in a new tab? What popular encoding scheme was used in order to obfuscate the download? I mean, we've seen that. There's references to decoding base 64, so that's probably it. Yep. Can I see the script now? Yes. Okay, so this looks strange. This is all decoded. This is all a base 64 code. Can we decode this? I don't think we need to run it. I just think I just need to see what the text is. I'll paste this in here and decode it in base64decode.org. And yes, okay, this is a script. It's obfuscated. Let's look. Anything interesting happening here? New objects for each. Okay, we're doing something with every character. If less than 75 and
Speed for $C equals $C dash 65 plus 13% 26 plus 60 dash space 6 5 space 5 space plus.
Oh, okay.
If $Z 65 and $Z 190
GE greater or equal to 65 and less than or equal to 90. That's alphanumeric. Those numbers are numbers in the ASCII table. So we're looking at letters. If the characters are letters, plus 13. Yeah, they do. I noticed that too, Matt Campos. And that plus 13. Is this a ROT13 cipher? Let's see what else we have. I think that's a ROT13. Flag equals GUZ. GUZ. That is a flag. That's try hack me. So it would be THM. G to T. U, V, W, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D. Yeah, that's 13 characters. Okay, this is a ROT13 cipher. Is that a question? Decode the payload. It seems as if additional steps were taken to hide the malware. What common encryption scheme was used in the script? 5 characters. It's ROT13, isn't it? It is. Nice. Either run the script or decrypt the flag value using online tools such as CyberChef. What is the flag value? So it's THM left bracket. Let's see if we can do this manually real quick. Z, that's an M. Z and Y. So you do minus 13 on each. That is M-A-L, malware, probably. Malware. Then a dot. That's already filled in. Okay. N minus 13 is an A. A minus 13 is an N. And analyzed, I think that says. Yeah, minus 13 is an N. And the next one is an N. Minus 13 is an A. Y minus 13 is an L. L minus 13 is a Z. Analyzed in... Okay. Yeah, is a Y. I think that's correct. Let's try that. Analyzed. No. Is it analyzed with a British? Hey, I was right. Nice. Didn't need no tools. I do this all the time when I when I quickly want to jot something down that I don't necessarily want someone to write down. Just like write the digits of the letters down. So this is something I guess I'm uniquely qualified for. For those who want another challenge, download the HTA file from here to get the key for SideQuest 4, accessible through our SideQuest. I am not allowed to do SideQuests on stream, so we're just skipping that one. If you enjoyed today's room, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're done. Another one. Very cool. So far, I'm pretty much on schedule. I want to do 6 in this stream. I've done 3 now. Yeah, that looks right. Awesome. Got another ticket. These tickets are what we get to maybe win prizes. Maybe they'll shut me up by giving me like a really expensive prize. That'd be fun. Okay. Go to Wareville. Number 22, I think we're at now. 22. C2 detection, Command and Carol. Okay, this one I remember needing a little bit of extra oomph. It's gonna be fun. We'll need to hack around a try hack me problem that I wish didn't exist, but it does. Very annoying.
Speech mode video dealing with apps still in copy button terminate clickable task 1 introduction region start task will terminate button copy. Attacker machine clickable IP address colon 10.80.
Okay, the attacker machine needs to.
Attacker machine graphic clickable machine info status
Does
colon
it need to be on for this one? I think it doesn't. I think we need to work on the machine itself, but
button copy.
We can do that. Let's do
button
it.
Terminate.
Okay,
clickable button
so
task 1 introduction.
First thing we need to do is start the machine. So let's do that.
Speech mode talk. Alert Blu-ray. Your machine has started.
Yep, that's starting. Very cool. Let's have a look what the oh boy. So we're using a tool like it's going to disrupt me every single second. So I'm just going to talk about what we need to be doing here real quick. This is using some kind of tool called RITA. I've never heard of it, but apparently it ingests logs and then it ingests logs, but it only ingests logs in a certain type called Zeek. And we apparently need to transform a PCAP, which is a package capture file, into that Zeek format. So that's, I think, what we're going to be doing for the majority of this. I know nothing about this tool. But what I do know, because I did a little bit of testing in this stream, before we started the stream, is that I have no SSH access by default. I had some trouble figuring out how to work around that, but I found a relatively foolproof way now. So we're going to sort that out super quick. Basically, what's happening is we need to take my SSH key that's on my computer, the public one, and then we need to copy paste that onto the machine in a certain way. So I have my SSH key right here. I'm going to copy it to the clipboard. Got it. So the tricky bit with this is we don't have proper screen reader on this machine right now. The one that's currently on screen. We don't have really a way to figure out what we're doing on this. So we need to do a little bit of guessing. We need to open a terminal. That's the first thing we need to do because we need to run a few commands here. Let's double click the terminal. And I did this through OCR. You make a picture of this part of the screen. You can see some text from it, hopefully. And if you see the word terminal, you can double click it with, again, your screen reader's mouse emulator keys. We now have a terminal. Now, the reason this works is because for some reason you don't need to enter the sudo password for these machines. This wasn't the case last week in that other machine. That one wasn't playing ball. These other ones appear to be fine. So I'm going to essentially do what I normally do. So I grab sudo su become root. I run systemctl start ssh to get SSH running on this machine. We exit root because we need to be in the Ubuntu user again. I check where I am. Who am I? We OCR again to make sure everything is okay so far. We are Ubuntu. That's perfect. Okay, we need to cd into .ssh. And we need to nano into authorize. Nano author tab. Enter. We check again with OCR. And we are in authorized keys. Very cool. Now, the tricky bit. I was trying to just copy paste, but for some reason, my clipboard isn't translating. I have the permissions set for it to do that, but it's not working. So what I'm going to do is do this manually. There's a clipboard button in this little VM thingy they have going on. And when you press that, it
Edit multi-line.
puts a new little edit
Edit
field
multi-line.
on your page that
Blank.
lets you put things into your clipboard manually. I'm going to paste my SSH key in
Paste.
there.
Blank.
I just did.
Out of edit clip. Edit multi-line SSH for SA.
There it is.
Clear button. Full screen button. Clear
We
edit multi-line SSH clipboard button.
dismiss that clipboard little widget,
Edit multi-line.
and then we
multi-line.
press literally Control V,
Paste.
Control X,
No selection.
Y, and Enter.
Y.
And with a little bit
Out
of
of edit
luck,
frame. Find dialog. Select. Try the list main IP address colon 10.0.171. 1. 10.8. Copy the clipboard. Run
Break
dialog.
another
ZXC.
terminal.
Windows system 30. Try
with
act
a
code
bit of
C.
luck, we can now just do SSH
SSH.
Ubuntu at
Ubuntu.
that
Paste.
IP
Forward
for the
space.
target.
The authenticity
Get
of
that warning about the authenticity, say yes,
warning.
and
Permanently added 10.80.17.
Oop.
Blank. Ubuntu at 10.80.179.154. Permission
permission
denied.
denied. Something went wrong.
Blank C.
Okay,
Try AcmeC to detection. Command. Try AcmeC.
we'll have to see what went wrong, because I did do this earlier and it worked that time. Let's try if we
Click
see
out.
if we
No
can
next
work
edit
out what went wrong here. Nano. Oh, let's
THM browser based recognize Ubuntu try it. File edit use Ubuntu system exit exit Ubuntu try it. You try it. /SSH dollar name authorized PC. Renam.satec27 C. Renam.found. You try it. /SSH dollar name authorized keys. C. Satec27 999 Satec C. You try Ubuntu try it. Ubuntu try it. Dollar Womi. Ubuntu try it.
Oh, okay.
$CD.sh.
So yeah, it didn't
Satec
properly
9,
open the file for some reason.
999.
Let me do
Edit
it
multi-line.
again. Nano
Name.
authorized keys.
THM browser recognizing. Type use. C. Replace where is. Read through read file out. Exit. Help. SSH for authorized keys.
Yep, there it is.
Edit multi-line.
V, Control V.
Paste. THM browser
There should now be 4 keys.
recognizing Ubuntu file edit Satec C and authorized SSH for help. Exit. Write out. Read file. Read 3 where is. Replace C. Use. Type V.
There is not.
Edit multi-line.
Control Shift V.
THM browser based recognize Ubuntu file edit Satec C and authorized SSH 10 point help. Exit. Write out. Read file where is. Replace C.
Oh, yeah, it's working, but it's copying the wrong thing now.
Edit multi-line. No selection.
No, don't save that.
No. Authors. Close 01 C. User Flori.sh root 10-8 C. C. Copy. Try Acme. Try Acme C to detect.
Control Shift V. Apparently paste from my
THM browser based
clipboard now.
document recognize Ubuntu file edit Satec C and authorized SSH help. Exit. Write out. Read
Now
file where
there's
is.
4
Replace C.
keys, so now mine should be in
Edit
there.
multi-line.
Okay, Control
No
X,
selection.
Y.
Y.
Yep. Now does it work?
C. User Flori C. User Flori SSH for SA. Free C1 2 blank.
Nope.
Drop close column 3 C. Windows system 3 C. Welcome to Ubuntu.
Yes. Okay,
Speech mode
so
off.
we have shell. That whole procedure should not have been necessary. That is something that TryHackMe should just give you by default. It's something they did give you by default in previous rooms, not in this one, and not in the next one either. It's very annoying, and it requires you to do very non-beginnery things to get even started on this room. It's annoying, it shouldn't be necessary, but it is.
Speech mode talk. Speech mode
With
off.
that, we are essentially done with the split view, so I'll get rid of it. Exit split view, there we go. Okay, so now I guess I have to read story, because that's what we do. Yeah, again, a shame that was necessary. It can be done, it's just not a very good experience at all. The story. The TBFC is very wary since the last series of attacks by the underlings of King Malhare. They are on full alert for anything happening, but they are getting restless. It is too quiet. Sir Elfo of the TBFC takes the initiative and proposes to hunt for command and control traffic using the meticulously collected network traffic. What traffic? When was this collected? Why weren't we told about this? A majority of the TBFC elves object. We don't have the time to go through so much network traffic. Sir Elfo chuckles. Don't fret, for I have a powerful tool to assist us. I present to you RITA, Real Intelligence Threat Analytics. We just need to convert our PCAP file to Zeek logs, and RITA will do the rest. Anyone can do it. Just follow today's task. Breaking the fourth wall there a little bit, friend. Okay, yeah. Some RITA-related things. Learning objectives. Let's go. First question is just, we did it. Detection C2 with RITA. Here we go. The magic of RITA. Real Intelligence Threat Analytics. RITA is an open source framework created by Active Countermeasures. It's Core functionality is to detect command and control C2 communication by analyzing network traffic captures and logs. Its primary features are a bunch of things, not super relevant. The magic behind RITA is its analytics. It correlates several captured fields, including IP addresses, ports, timestamps, and connection durations, among others. Based on the normalized and correlated dataset, RITA runs several analytics modules collecting information like a bunch of different things. Periodic connections, intervals, excessive number of DNS queries, blah, 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 blah. A lot of things. Very big commercial for this tool. Not sure who wrote this room, but they really like this tool. RITA only accepts network traffic input as Zeek logs. Zeek is an open source network security monitoring NSM tool. Zeek is not a firewall or IPS IDS. It does not use signatures or specific rules to take an action. It simply observes network traffic via configured SPAN ports used to copy traffic from one port to another for monitoring, physical network taps, or imported packet captures in the PCFA format. Okay, well, this is really interesting. This is not super beginner friendly. A lot of these people have no idea what all these words means. So I feel this is a bit of a theory leap for no apparent reason. It's a cool room, don't get me wrong, but it's a little interesting in the timeline here.
Output. This out of the box. Zeek covers 2 of the 4 types of NSM data. Trans application layer executables. Heading level 2 PCAP. I convert E to Zeek logs.
Okay, PCAP. I convert E to Zeek logs. Let's get started. A new feature of Zeek is that it can convert packet captures, PCAPs, to structured logs. If you haven't yet done so, open a VM and start a terminal. Yeah, that's what we just did through a really sort of roundabout way. Navigate to the home directory of the logged in user and list its contents. Okay.
Background 2.png, background 3.png, desktop documents, downloads, music, pictures, public templates, videos, caps, wallpaper.png, Zeek logs. Ubuntu try it.
Yep, there's a PCAPs folder in there. That's probably what we needed to find. As shown in the terminal below, we can see 2 directories named pcaps and Zeek logs. Very well. Yeah, I see that. The psubs directory contains example pcaps of real-life incidents collected from Bradley Duncan's blog. He has a wonderful collection of malware-related PCAPs that cover real-world threats. The Zeek logs directory contains Zeek logs. Really? I wouldn't have thought. These were created by parsing a pcap file. Let's parse a pcap ourselves and look at the output Zeek logs. We will use the Zeek read PCAP file output directory command, okay? They're probably just going to give us the full command. Yep. So we're doing async rat.pcap and we're putting it in async rat in the Zeek logs directory. We will just do that real quick and get you the output like this.
Speech mode. Paste. Zeek react cap slash async rat dot cap Zeek log slash async. Starting the Zeek log container. Zeek logs will be saved to slash home slash ubuntu slash Zeek log slash async rat.
Okay, it's doing very important things. And it's done. Very cool.
Try acme starting the Zeek docker container. Speech mode off.
Let's examine the logs created. Navigate. Yeah, we'll not do that because it's going to be on this page. The output should be similar to the one shown in the terminal below. Yeah, okay, so it's capture, loss, DNS log, HTTP log, known services log, notice log, packet filter log, and a bunch of different logs. Okay. In the terminal above, we can see the different Zeek logs that were generated from using RITA. We don't really need to know what is in these logs, although the names are quite self-descriptive. However, if you are interested, you can use cat to examine their contents. You can find more info at blah 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 blah. Now that we have prepared the Zeek logs, we can import them into RITA and unleash its analytics. Enter the command below to import the Zeek logs and let RITA do its work. Once you enter the command, RITA will parse and analyze the imported logs. As seen in the terminal, a lot of output is produced. The terminal output was redacted in the example below to keep it tidy. Okay, I'm just going to copy this file. It's RITA import logs, and then we get a database called async rat. Async rat. I'm going to paste and get immediately away from the terminal because a large amount of output can sometimes knock NVDA out. Okay, there's a lot of example output here. I'm going to see what they actually want us to do with this before I do anything else with this. Blah, blah, blah. Redacted, bunch of redacted. Now that RITA has parsed and analyzed our data, we can view the results by entering the command RITA view database name. Now enter the command below. Note, it is important to consider the dataset's size. Larger datasets will provide more insights than smaller ones. Smaller datasets are also more prone to false positive entries. The one we are using is rather small, but it contains sufficient data for an initial usable result. Cool. Yeah, so it's RITA view async.rat or async.rat. We will run that.
Plus 1/2. Container RITA clickhouse waiting 0.1s. Check container RITA size log NG running 0.0s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Check. Healthy. Plus 2/2T2/2. Check container RITA size log NG running 0.0s. Check container RITA clickhouse running 0.0s. Container RITA clickhouse waiting. Container RITA clickhouse healthy. Container RITA run 0x674,956.
Okay, a lot of output.
Symbol. A
lot of symbols.
Bottom. Symbol.
What that means is just a bunch of fancy terminal ASCII art / ways to make the stuff look more neat, which is important. But it also is hell on screen readers, so we're going to see if we can skip most of this. A structured terminal window with the results as shown in the image below. Very cool. The terminal window shows 3 elements: the search bar, the results pane, and a details pane. To search, we need to enter the /. We can then enter our search term and narrow down the results. The search utility supports the use of search fields. When we enter ? While in search mode, we can see an overview of the search fields alongside some examples. The image below shows the help for the search utility. To exit the help page, enter ? again. Enter the escape character, escape, to exit the search functionality. Okay. Results pane. The results pane includes information for each entry that can quickly help us recognize blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we get severity. Essentially, this is a SIAM, but then with terminal, which makes it actually harder to use for screen readers. Anyway. Yeah, subdomain. What do they want us to do? Let's see. We can see 2 interesting findings. An FQDN pointing to Sunshine Bizrate Inc. software .trycloudflare.com and an IP 91.134.150.150. Move the keyboard arrows to select the first entry. You should then see detailed information. I'm going to actually look at the questions we're supposed to do. How many hosts are communicating with the Malhare.net? Okay, we can guess that one because I don't think this tool is going to be super accessible. It's a digit between 1 and 9, so we'll just go along the road of least resistance and try a few numbers. 4, 5. You're going too fast. Okay, 5. Still not right. Okay, 6. Yes, okay, number 6 is the right answer there. Which thread modifier tells us the number of hosts communicating to a certain destination? Yeah, a 10-letter word. I don't know. What else do we need to do? What is the highest number of connections to rabbit hole? That's a 2-digit number. Which search filter would you use to search for all entries that communicate to? Okay. Okay, is this not going to be accessible? It may not be, honestly. Let me look again. What are we supposed to do exactly?
Speech mode talk. Out of edit and visited same page link base 6 the code from base 64 format heading level 1. Try acme C2 visited link graphic try main button clickable task 2 detecting C2 with reach out of list starting the Z docker container. Feeder equals HTTP parsing /T feeder 2025-10 rebuild equals false rolling equals false starter result list with 7 items bullet rare signature points to the match to URI. This bullet mime type /URI mismatch. Out of list modify these are criteria to determine the severity and likelihood of a potential threat. The following. Modif list with 7.
Okay, maybe we can get some of the answers here. Mime type, URI mismatch.
Match this bullet rare signature points to the unusual pattern of agent string and is not seen in any other connections on the network. Bullet prevalence analyzes the number of internal hosts communicating with a specific external
prevalence
host.
is the answer to that question we just saw.
Main landmark.
Prevalence.
Prevalence. Try acme C2 detection. Command Carol document. Out of visit. Find die select. 0 matches dialog text prevalence not found. Okay. Base 64 decode and encode. Try hack BC2. Visited link graph. Main map.
Prevalence. Yep.
Low percentage of a bullet force scene. Checks the data external host network
First
is more like bullet missing host header.
scene,
Identifies HTTP
missing
connections that are missing
host
to host network.
header.
Bullet large amount of outgoing data. Flag the network. Bullet no direct connections. Sign of amount of list connection info. Here we can find the connections metadata and basic connection info like list with 3 items bullet connection count. Shows the number of connections initiated between the source and destination. A very high number to bullet total bytes sent. Displays the total very high number. Bullet port number. Protocol. Investigation.
Right.
Out of list heading level 2. What is this? Now that we have covered the look and feel of RITA, let's focus on the results displayed by RITA. Most of the time, the results that are displayed warrant some attention, even if the entry does not have a high severity score. It can still be an indicator of compromise. We are using dataset, and this has some downsides. For example, the first scene threat modifier is relatively low. Due to small time frame packets being captured, this can't in any case. We can still examine the entries and their details and make our own analysis. Let's examine the first entry. Graphic read output showing the C2 indicators. The first thing we notice is the long FQDN sunshine rating software.cloudflare.com.a. Quick search on virus total indicates that this URL is flagged as malicious. Wow, that was easy. Go ahead and check the destination IP of the second entry as well. We are lucky to have found known indicators of compromise immediately. However, this is not always the case. Attackers often change their infrastructure and rotate IPs and domain names. Therefore, we don't have it with known OCS. Let's analyze the entries a bit more.
Let's analyze more. Okay. When we look at the details pane, we can see some more information. RITA includes the rare signature threat modifier. This inclusion indicates that the combination of certain parameters, for example, SSL certificate details related to this connection, is uncommon compared to the rest of the analyzed HTTPS traffic. Malware or C2 connections often create unique TLS handshake patterns that differ from those of browsers and legitimate clients, making them stand out even though the payload is encrypted. There's not much we can say about the first entry, so let's have a look at the second entry, okay? The IP is malicious according to virus total. The connection duration is quite long. The ports mentioned are non-standard ports. This information, you can pivot on the information you have obtained and dig into Zeek logs and PCIP files. This is out of scope for this walkthrough. But feel free to dig into... Just be cautious. Some of the speedcaps may contain malicious files, domains, and IPs that are still in use. Each will do his part. Okay, now that everyone has gone through the manuals, let's hunt those malrabbits down. We have put a lot of effort into capturing network traffic. Please analyze the RITA challenge.pcap with RITA and answer the questions below. Note: use the learned steps to process the PCAP and analyze it with RITA. Okay. So let's close this out for now. We don't need this right now. We need to go back where we were and convert the RITA challenge instead of the async rat one. RITA challenge.
React cap requires an existing cap file name as a second Ubuntu try it.
Oh, that's probably a small C.
React cap requires an existing cap file name as a second parameter. Try hack PC2 detection. Command and Carol. Google Chrome with RITA. RITA and answer the questions below. Note: use the learned steps to process the PCAP and analyze it.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of effort into capturing network traffic. Please analyze the /cap/RITA challenge.cap with.
Oh, RITA is not capitalized either. Okay, my bad.
Ubuntu try ZEEK state READPCAP state PCAPS/RITA line ATIR.
RITA challenge. So it's converting.
Speech mode off.
It's converted. Okay, so we've done that bit. Now we need to do read PCAP. Yep, we did that. And then we do RITA import. We need to remove all the references to async ret and make it RITA challenge. I'm doing that now. The speech is not talking, but trust me. RITA challenge, database, RITA challenge, RITA challenge. This should work.
Logs do not exist. /home/Ubuntu try RITA state IMPORT state --LOGS space tilde /ZEEK line LOGS/RITA line CHALLENGE space.
Oh.
Logs do not exist. /Ubuntu try $Z create cap /RITA challenge.cap Z log /asyncrat. Ubuntu Atrium. $RITA view asyncrat. RITA view Ubuntu Atrium. $RITA import. Log slash asyncrat slash database asyncrat. Ubuntu Atrium. $Z create cap slash asyncrat dot cap z log slash asyncrat. Z create cap slash asyncrat dot cap z log Ubuntu Atrium.
Did it not work?
Ubuntu Atrium. $RITA import. Log slash z logs Ubuntu Atrium. $Z create cap slash RITA challenge dot cap z log slash asyncrat. Z create.
Oh, I'm
Starting
dumb.
the container. Z.
Hang on.
Ubuntu Atrium. Ubuntu Atrium. Space.
Yeah, that's my bad. I need to turn
T-A-R-T-N-Y-S-A.
this into RITA challenge
RITA.
as well. There.
Starting the Z Docker container. Z. Ubuntu Atrium.
Zeke is in Docker. That's kind of funny.
Ubuntu Atrium.
Okay,
$Z create
so
cap
now
slash RITA challenge. Ubuntu Atrium. $RITA import. Log slash RITA challenge. Database RITA challenge. RITA import. Log. Plus
we
one
can
slash
do
two.
that.
Container.
That's
Plus
working now. Very cool.
Parsing. 2025-12-20. Party.
And then we need to RITA
Right.
view.
Space. Ubuntu Atrium. $Z create cap. Ubuntu Atrium. $RITA import. Log Ubuntu Atrium. $RITA import. Log slash Ubuntu Atrium. $Z create cap. Ubuntu Atrium. $Z create Ubuntu Atrium. $Z create Ubuntu Atrium. $RITA view asyncrat. RITA view
Yep,
asyncrat.
here we are. So we need to open this up. RITA challenge.
Plus up 1 slash 2. Container RITA ClickHouse waiting 0.1s. Viewing the
Right, so
symbol 10.0.0.15 c2.thm labs.
okay, we have some things here.
Symbol port. Proto. Service symbol. Symbol 10.0.0.13 c2.thm labs.net 45.20% 00 symbol 80 TCP HTTP symbol. Symbol 10.0.0.15 c2.thm labs.net 42.40% 00 symbol.
So we got 10.0015 c2.thmlabs.net 42.40%, 0 seconds. Okay.
Symbol 10.0.0.11 c2.thm labs.net 37.60% 00 symbol. Symbol 10.0.0.10 c2.thm labs.net 34.00% 00 symbol prevalent symbol first S 5 40 3 5. Database RITA challenge help 4 38 1.46. Database RITA challenge help. Database RITA challenge help. Bottom. Database RITA challenge help.
So the tricky bit is you need to use the arrow keys to find
space. Symbol
the right things, and I don't think that's super accessible, unfortunately.
Symbol 10.0.0.15 c2.thm labs.net 42.40% 00 symbol port. Proto. Service symbol. Symbol 10.0.0.13 c2.thm labs.net 45.20% 00 symbol 80 TCP HTTP symbol. Symbol 10.0.0.15 c2.thm labs.net 42.40% 00 symbol.
Right, so we want that one, but how do we get to it?
Database RITA. Space blank 5 40 3 blank database RITA challenge help. Enter submit bullet cancel search bullet CTRL plus X clear bullet toggle help. Symbol search example supported search field plus symbol filter by column field symbol operator symbol data type.
Yeah, so we could probably do this and work it out, but this is a tool that is to such a degree not super accessible that it's just faster to look some of these things up, unfortunately. Not THM's fault, for sure. But for expedience's sake, I'm going to super quickly grab a write-up for this one, just because RITA it's not a very accessible tool at all, and it would be very annoying for a beginner to have to figure this out. So we're really quickly grabbing that on Medium so we can proceed and give people what they need to be able to do these yourself. Yeah, here we are. Okay. And that these exist. It's funny, like, you're not really supposed to do this, and I have been really careful myself about not using these too often. And also not to put my textual answers in the descriptions, because it's technically against the rules. I guess people know that, and they don't mind being disqualified. But yeah, you're not supposed to be doing this. What is the highest number? Highest number. Apparently it's 40. Okay, so we'll put 40. Which search filter would you use to search for all entries that communicate to rabbit hole beacon score greater than 70% and sorted by connection duration descending? So you could probably figure this out, but it would take super long. Because of just how inaccessible that tool is. It's also a very long thing to to have to read out loud. It's dst:/rabbithole.malhare.net beacon : greater than sign 70 sort : duration dash DESC desk. Which port did the host 10.0013 use to connect to rabbithole.malhare.net? That was port, I think it was port 80, wasn't it? Yes. So we did see that in the output. It's port 80. And that's it. We're done with this room. Very cool. Unfortunately, we'd have to go look that up, but this is unfortunately the nature of the beast sometimes. Like, this is one of those tools I would have to write a script for in order to make it more usable. We'd have to like cut out a lot of different things, and we'd have to figure out how to move the cursor in a way that's like reliable. I was trying it and wasn't getting anywhere really, so that was a shame. But these things unfortunately do happen relatively commonly, so yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. Room 23. Only 2 more to go, and we've done all of these. AWS Security, Secret Santa. All right, let's go. This is an easy one, apparently. Learn the basics of AWS enumeration. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, yep. Let's see what we're supposed to do this time. Is there anything blocking the view? No, looks okay. There's a lot of tasks though. I don't think I'm going to make my 2-hour window, but we're going to do our best. We're going to do our best. We're still going to try to knock them all out, because the next 2 are, apart from having to probably do that trick again with the SSH thing, they're probably going to be the exact same a level of access for the rest. It's all very text heavy. Oh, is that the attack
button, button cancel. Are you sure you want to terminate this machine? Banner landmark content info landmark terminate machine button. Cancel button. Banner landmark main visited link graphic try acme. Main landmark 23 Oz security S3 crescent banner visited link find dial select
terminate. Is that the
main land button copy attacker machine graphic clickable
yeah,
button
we don't
clickable
want
button expanded task 1
we might need that.
task 1 introduction region clickable story.
The story. What's the thing this time? One of our stealthiest infiltrated elves managed to hop their way into Sir Carrot Bane's office and, lo and behold, discovered a bundle of cloud credentials just lying around on his desk. Like forgotten carrots, the agent suspects these could be the key to regaining access to TBFC's cloud network. If only the poor hare had the faintest clue what the cloud is, he'd burrow in himself. Let's help the elf utilize these credentials to try to regain access to TBFC's cloud network. Learning objectives, a bunch of things about AWS. Before moving forward, connection card alt text, not helpful. Start your target machine by starting the machine below. Okay. Start machine. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have to do this trick again with this one. So let's just prepare for having to do that again. Yeah, we'll just close this one. We don't need this anymore. Goodbye, RITA. Here's the SSH key again. We're going to need it soon. And yeah, this one is going to be all about AWS. It's Amazon Web Services, basically cloud services to run web services and websites and things of that nature. Very cool. Very interesting. A lot of like problems with it. A lot of people like leave credentials kicking around in GitHub repos and other things to allow people to essentially just, you know, make off with the goods. Get your files, get your everything. It's not good. Okay. I remember having a bit of trouble getting this one to work when I was testing this. Let's full screen this. Oh, need to full screen this one, actually. There we go.
Speech mode, no navigator object.
Oh.
C, try Acme cyber secure. No objects inside, no next. Task switching window, no objects in. C, use, try. No objects in desktop, no next.
Come on.
Try Acme Try Acme cybersecurity training document. THM edit multi-line. Out of edit clickable button full screen button clipboard. Button extra keys. Clickable. THM browser-based document. Recognize attack box IP bullet applications places roots home. Terminal. Tool.
Okay, this is the attack box. We don't need this one.
Try hack the security.
out.
S3 press land. Graphic clickable. Edit multi-line. Out of edit clickable. Button clipboard. THM browser-based document. Button extract clickable. Out of frame main landmark clickable. Button graphic clickable. Clickable button collapse task 5 grabbing a file from button clickable. Out 25 Aussie 2.5 frame clickable.
Yeah, this is the one we want.
Button extra key. THM browser-based document. No previous. No next. Out 25 Aussie. Recognize bullet application places. System. 1010 try. 1110 act. Me. Satec 27. Ubuntu Orange plus terminal.
Oh, just terminal here. Okay, perfect.
Section. Left
Double
click.
click that.
Graphic.
Did that give us a
Button,
terminal?
extra
Let's
keys.
find out.
Edit multi-line. TH out 25. Recognize places. System. 1010 1110 me. Satec Ubuntu terminal. Ubuntu Orange plus or minus. Terminal.
It did not, actually.
Graphic.
Let's try it again.
Left click. THM out 25. Recognize places. System 1010 1110 me. Satec Ubuntu terminal. Ubuntu Satec Ubuntu Orange plus or minus. Terminal. Out of edit button clipboard.
Yeah, let me
button
full screen this. See
VNC.drive.10.
if that helps.
Out of frame out 20 edit multi-line. Out of edit clickable button full screen. THM browser-based document. Recognize bullet application Ubuntu. Terminal. Left click. THM browser-based recognize places system. Satec Ubuntu terminal. Ubuntu Orange terminal. 1010 1110 me.
It is not letting me click that. That's very annoying.
Out of frame clickable. Banner landmark. Toggle ladder drop down menu button. Main landmark.
Nope.
Clickable task 1 out 25 Aussie 2.5 frame edit multi-line. Out 25 Aussie.
Is it mate terminal? I guess it's mate terminal.
Terminal.
Did that do it? Let's see.
THM browser recognize bullet places system. Satec Ubuntu Orange plus or terminal. Ubuntu Orange plus or minus terminal 1010 1110 me 1110 terminal.
It's not
1010 try
having it.
terminal.
Okay.
Left click. Edit multi-line. THM browser recognize places system. Satec Ubuntu terminal 1010 try 1110 me 1110 terminal. Ubuntu Orange plus or minus. Edit.
I'll give
Out of
this
edit clickable button
a
full screen.
quick restart.
Button extra
For
keys.
some reason, it's
Clickable.
just not
Out of
having
main
it.
button graphic clickable. Banner visited link nav main landmark all security. S3 press enter edit left. Find dialog. Select. Drop button terminate. Target machine button copy. Attacker machine graphic button target button copy. Expires :1 button collapse stove button at 1 hour. Button terminate. Terminate machine. Are you sure you want to terminate this machine? Content info left button terminate machine. It'll alert your machine is being terminated. Close notification. Speech mode off.
All right, let's try it again. Sometimes these just do that. Let's go back up. Let's get rid of the attack machine, actually, for now. I don't think we need it right this second, and I want all the space I can get. Oh. Terminate all the things. I need my screen clear, because I can't really see anything otherwise. There we go. All of these are gone now, and then I can place this one back where it needs to go. Start machine. There. Let's just continue on while we wait. Run 8.
Answer the question. Edit. Button check. Edit. Run OS STS get caller identity. What is the number shown for the account parameter? Answer clickable network using these credentials. Speech mode on
Okay,
command.
yeah, we
Speech mode on.
can't access anything yet. We have to wait for this to load up, and then we can give this another try. The thing is, this is accessible. The thing, you can totally do this if you have proper access to the machine. Something that TryHackMe apparently thought we did not need for this task. So that's a big shame. I wish they knew better at this point, but you know, I've only been yelling about this for 4 years now. It's understandable that it's not been fixed, I guess. Maybe once the AI needs this kind of access as well, then it'll get fixed. Hey, that's a sobering thought, isn't it? It's generally how it works these days. Anyway, we're reloading this thing. Hopefully it'll let me click it this time, and if not, then yeah, we're gonna have to look it up again, fortunately. Full screen.
Speech mode top. No next. No previous. No objects and task switching. Try clickable extra keys button show extra keys.
Yep.
THM browser based document recognize bullet application Ubuntu a try file edit view search term Ubuntu a try the system will start SSA exit Ubuntu a try $1 Ubuntu a try $1
Oh, this is still open. That's interesting. Why is this still here?
Edit multi-line. THM browser out 2025 real v6 frame. Try hack me security S3 press enter document button full screen button out blank graphic edit multi-line.
Why did that come up?
Edit clickable button
Okay,
full
so
screen.
looks like
VNC.try.tech to exit full screen press alert. Out of frame out 25 Aussie 2.5 frame graphic clickable.
That's better. Okay, I was showing the RITA one for some reason, the one we've already done this with. It's very interesting that it was showing me that again.
Bullet application try 1010 1110 me Hopsec Island Hopsec me 1110 try bullet applications places system bullet applications try graphic clickable edit multi-line out of edit clickable button full screen out of frame clickable banner landmark main navigation landmark list with 4 items link nav no next embedded out of list clickable 1 hour 58 minutes 2 out 20 out of edit clickable button full screen THM browser based document out 20 recognize places system Satec 20 Ubuntu Orange plus terminal.
Yeah, there's the terminal again. Can we get it open this time, please?
Out of frame out 25 Aussie 2.5 frame graphic clickable. THM browser base out 25 recognize Ubuntu file edit views Ubuntu a try.
Yes.
Satec 9.
Alright, now we're getting somewhere.
Graphic clickable.
Okay.
No next edit field.
Same thing as before.
Edit multi-line.
Sudo su. System control.
System.
Start. SSH. Exit. Who am I?
Womi. THM browser record Ubuntu Triad. File edit view search term Ubuntu Triad. $sudo system start SSH. Exit. Exit. Ubuntu Triad. $Womi. Ubuntu. Ubuntu Triad SATEC 999. SATEC Ubuntu exit. Exit. System start SSH.
I have no idea if this is working.
Edit multi-line.
Okay. cd.ssh.
SSH.
Nano auth.
Nano. Off.
Control Shift V.
THM browser base
Check the screen.
Recognizing Ubuntu Triad. File edit view search SATEC CNU Nanos off star. SSH for SA free C1 help. Exit. Write out. Read file where is. Replace C. Qt. Typey. Edit multi-line.
I don't think it's working this time. Let's see.
No selection. N. LS. THM. Recognizing Ubuntu file edit Ubuntu system start SSH. Exit. Exit. Ubuntu Womi. Ubuntu CD domain off. .SSH dollar. Is. Authorized key 1. Authorized keys. 1.
Okay.
Ubuntu SATEC 999.
So far so
Edit
good.
multi-
We do have the right file. Nano auth.
THM browser based. Recognize Ubuntu file edit SATEC CNU authorized SSH for SSH help. Exit. Write out.
There's 4
Edit
SSH.
multi-line.
There's 3 SSH keys.
C. Users for root 10
I'm going
100 with ops 32.0
to
Spotify premium columns ops root C. Users flory.sh and C.
get my copy
Copy.
again.
Try agnostic.
I'm
Try
going to
agnostic.
paste it.
THM browser recognize Ubuntu file edit SATEC CNU authorized SSH for SSH help.
We have 4 keys. That
Edit
means
multi-
it should work. Okay. Control
selection.
X, Y, enter.
Out of edit out of frame. Find dialog select.
Close the split view.
Out of list main landmark clickable task 1 introduction region. Split. Out of region button split view. Try
There we
agnostic.
go.
Clickable visit.
Get the
Find dialog. Select.
IP.
To main landmark click IP address colon 10.80.171.124.
Here it is.
10.80. Copy
We
the
make a
clickable.
new
Run
command
dialog.
line
ZSC.
window. We
Windows
try
system.
to SSH as Ubuntu.
Paste. Try at
And we
GC. Windows
say
system 32cmd.x.
yes.
Warning. Permanently added 10. Point.
And it
Welcome to Ubuntu.
worked. Okay, awesome. We can actually do stuff now. Very
Speed
nice.
off.
Took way too long. Really shouldn't be necessary, like I said in the previous room, but that is what it is. Let's continue. Run AWS STS get-caller-identity. What's the number? Let's see. Basically, we already have credentials that we supposedly found somewhere in the system, so we don't need to do anything with that. We just need to run these commands to get the right numbers, basically. In this case, that number is...
Speech bottom. Ubuntu Triad. $Oz STS get blank. Ubuntu Triad. $Oz STS get caller identity. User is bottom. Bottom. ARM account. User is 6I1E6NQC0QX8 Kitford. Ubuntu Triad. $Oz STS. User is account. 123,456,789,012. ARM colon Oz colon I am. Ubuntu Triad.
what number do they want? Let's see.
Answer the question to run Oz STS get caller identity. What is the number shown for the account
What is
parameter?
the number for the account parameter? Okay, so that's this thing. This
account. Space quote.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2.
C-O. E quote colon space quote 1.
We'll copy that out.
Start marked. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. 1 copy to clipboard. Try acme.
There we go.
Try
And
acme.
paste it in.
Paste. 120. Try acme all security. S3 Crescenta document.
Oh, there's only 5 questions.
Mobile.
That's helpful. Okay. Task 2. IAM, users, roles, groups. So basically the way this works is very similar to Active Directory. If you've seen that before, users are people. Roles are sets of permissions that those people should be able to embody. Say administrator, IT professional, and policies are essentially these permissions to see what these people can and cannot do. What a IAM component is used to describe the permissions to be assigned to a user or group. Policy. Task 3. Practical. Enumerating a user's permissions. Okay. What's the question? What is the name of the policy assigned to sir.caretbane? Let's find out what command we need to run for that, because I don't know off the top of my head. Let's find out. Users, okay. Enumerating users, yeah. All right, let's see what we can do with the credentials we got from Sir Caretbane's office. Since blah, 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 blah. Yeah, let's begin by enumerating users. We can do so by running the following command in terminal. So it's AWS IAM list dash users. Let's do that real quick. These commands take a little while, so there we go. Paste and go.
Users, path, slash, username, sir.caretbane, user id, 6I1E6NQCC0QX8 Kitford, ARM colon Oz colon I am colon 123,456,789,012 colon user slash sir.caretbane, create date, 2020. create date. Arn. R user is. Username. Sir.caratbane.
Okay, so it's just sir.caratbane. Very cool.
Try acme. Try act. Speech mode off.
We will see an output that lists all of the users as well as some other useful information such as their creation date. Enumerating user policies. Policies can be inline or attached. Inline policies are assigned directly in the user or group/role profile and hence will be deleted if the identity is deleted. These can be considered as hard-coded policies as they are hard-coded in the identity. Yep.
Speech the policy and every identity policy policy. And let's see what in Oz I am list user policies. Username sir.caratbane.
Okay, so we need AWS IAM list-user-policies-user-name sir.caratbane. Let's see what he has.
Paste. Oz I. Policy names. Sir caratbane policy. Ubuntu try $.
Okay, it's literally Sir Caratbane policy. Okay, well, that's the question answered then. Sir Caratbane policy. And that holds all the permissions that this person has.
Policy.
We're almost done. 2 more to go. Assuming roles. Apart from get object and list buckets, what other action can be taken by assuming the bucket master role? Let's find out.
Speech mode list with toggle button open to toggle main save drop the video deal and apps to copy button at 1 hour. CSTS call edit. Check button. Out of region button collapse task 5 grabbing a file task edit. Task 4 assuming roles button. Task 4 assuming roles region clickable heading level 2 enumerating speech mode off.
The STS_assume role action is previously found allows Sir Caratbane to assume roles. Perhaps we can try to see if there is any interesting ones available. Let's start by listing the existing roles. List roles. We already know that Bucket Master is a thing, and that's also listed in this, I'm sure. Yeah, Bucket Master. Gives a role ID, an ARN, creation date, assume role policy, document, statement, okay. Action, assume role, yeah. Effect, allow, principles, let's see. Yep, we got a bunch of things. Caratbane, very, very interesting version. Yep. Duration, a bunch of interesting information that's being given. Bingo, there's a limited Bucket Master, and it can be assumed by Sir Caratbane. Let's find out what policies are assigned to the role. Just as users, roles can have inline policies. Okay, so instead of a username, we now give it a role name. Let's see what it gives us.
Paste. Policy names. Bucket Master policy. Bucket Master policy names. Bucket Master policy.
Bucket Master policy. All right.
There is one policy attached policies assigned to the role of Oz I am list attached role policies. Role name Bucket Master.
Yep. What about this one?
Paste. Attached policies. Ubuntu try $.
Okay. Looks like we only have the inline policy assigned. Let's see what permissions we can get from that policy. IAM get role policy, role name equals Bucket Master, policy name Bucket Master policy. All right, let's see what that gives us back.
Role name Bucket Master policy. SID get objects resource arm : S3 : SID get objects from Easter secrets. Resource effect allow S3 : get object.
S3 action. Get object.
SID list bucket arm : S3 : resource effect allow S3 : list bucket.
List
action.
bucket.
SID resource effect
and
S3 : list all my action. S3 : list all my buckets. S3 : list all my buckets. S3 : LISTALLMYDU.
List all my buckets. I think that's the answer. List all my buckets.
Why buckets? Try at security. S3 speech mode off.
All right, we're almost done. Last question for this particular room, and then we have one more room to go, and we're done. Grabbing a file from S3. What is S3? S3 is a storage protocol. You can stick files in it. What are the contents of the cloud password.txt file? Let's find out. Listing comes from since our profile has permission to list all buckets, we can list the available S3 buckets by running the following command. Let's do that. S3 API list buckets gives us...
An error occurred. Access denied. When calling the list buckets operation. Access denied. Ubuntu try it.
Oh, we have to assume role first, I guess. What is the syntax for that?
Try 0 matches dialog text assume button. Try acme no previous button. List with toggle drop down button. Open 2 days toggle mainland save room button. Photo drop down menu video 1 deal menu apps to copy button. Collab 1 out terminate button. Clickable task 1.
This is what happens when you don't read every word of everything, and sometimes it'll
Task 4 assuming roles button collapsed. Expanded. Task 4 assuming role region clickable assume role action we previously found allow serve.character try this. Assume role policy document. Statement. Assume role. Effect. Allow principle. Assume I serve.character let's find out. What policy? Oz there is one attached. Oz item listed looks like policy. Action S3. Effect resource. Star Sid. Action S3. Effect resource. Sid. Action S3. Effect resource. Sid. Well, what do we have here? We can see that the bucket master role can perform 3 different actions. List all buckets. List bucket and get object on some resources of a service named S3. This might just be the breakthrough we're looking for. More on this heading level 2 assuming role. To gain privileges assigned by the bucket master role, we need to assume it. We can use Oz STS to obtain the Oz STS assume role. Role arm.
Here we are. AWS STS assume dash role dash dash role dash ERN ARN colon AWS colon IAM colon 1 2 3 4 5 6. Whole bunch of number. This command is literally in the text. You can copy paste it
Oz STS assume role.
from the text, which is what we're doing now.
Paste. Credentials. Access key in. Osiris Puzzle Fetch Group. Secret access key. Seep cell 6SKDKHGWR6CBVTS0Z/RL722J62. Session token. FCOGZXY. Pack policy size. 6.
Cool. Now we should be able to list the buckets we were trying to list earlier.
An error occurred. Access denied.
No, we don't. Okay, that's interesting.
Try this command will ask STS, the service in charge of Oz security tokens, to generate a temporary Oz set of credentials to assume the bucket master role. The temporary credentials will be referenced by the session name TBFC. You can set any name you want for the session. Let's run the command. Credentials. Access key. Secret access session. F code 5YSU plus QRRJ expiration. Assume RARN. Pack pol. The output will provide us the credentials we need to assume this role, specifically the access key ID. Secret access key and session token not to be able to use these. Run the following commands in the terminal, replacing with the exact credentials that you received on running the assume role command. Setting the temporary credentials to assume role.
I see.
User and machine $export Oz access key ID equals OZ.
That's a little annoying. Okay, so export.
Try
AWS underscore access underscore key underscore ID equals.
Try acme Oz security S3 Crescenta Google Chrome window. Try acme Oz security S3 Crescenta document. User
quote.
And
we get the
assume exploration and session secret access key in. Osiris Puzzle credentials access key in.
We get this access key ID that's in this output.
Osiris Puzzle space quote A. Start marked SIARZDUZDIKFEJNMRYT quote comma space comma quote E quote. As a copy to clipboard. Osiris Puzzle fetch group.
Yep.
Paste quote space quote.
This particular value.
Space.
Yep. That's 1. Export. What's the second one?
Try act user and machine $export all secret access key equal. Command.
AWS underscore secret underscore access underscore key equals.
Try acme.
Yeah, we need to get this file of this view value that's also in here.
Assume role. Exploring session secret access key in. Osiris secret access key. Seep cell 6SK space. Secret seep cell session token. Seep cell 6S space colon space quote C.
Starts with C, and we have to get all these things. These are all temporary values, so there's no real point in me.
Copy the clipboard. 3180. Try acme Oz. Try acme.
Don't think that was correct.
$export all secret access key. Space. Tick. Quote. Space. An error blank. Secret access key in. Osiris secret space. Secret access space quote. SE. CACCESSKEY quote colon space quote C. Start marked BSELCZDKDKHG/RLCMGY072J60HV2 quote comma.
Yeah.
See copy the clipboard. Seep cell 6S space space.
Without the comma, please.
Comma, quote.
And the last one.
Try acme user and machine $export all session token equals quote GZXYXDZEJR. Export.
AWS underscore session underscore token equals.
Try acme Oz security S3 Crescenta Google Chrome window. Try acme Oz security S3 Crescenta.
Quote.
An error blank. Pack assume role expiration. SNG/J session token. FCOGZX space session token FCOGZX space colon space quote F.
Yep.
Start marked Q. LV4DA34DK plus.
Characters look for
the right J. SNG/JP Zaxo 596 DVESDDTCKM plus 4 ACXL expiration 2025-12 Space.
Yeah, that's a long one.
Space, comma, quote. F copy the clipboard. FCOGZ, paste. FCOGZ, quote. Space. Ubuntu try item.
There, that should have done it unless I made a mistake. Let's hope I did not.
Once we have done that, we can officially use the permissions granted by the bucket master role. 2. Check if you have directly assumed the role. You can once again run Oz STS get caller identity. This time, it should show you are now using the bucket master role. Oz STS get caller identity.
Let's hope it
Oz
does.
STS copy the clip.
Find out.
Ubuntu try item. Paste. Oz STS. User id.
Am I the bucket master?
ARM colon Oz account. 123 billion full user id. Digno 3 PF4CE colon TBFC. Ubuntu try item. User account. 123 ARM colon Oz colon STS colon 123 billion 456 million 789,012 colon assumed role slash bucket master slash TBFC.
Yes, I am. Very cool. So now we can finally get that list of buckets.
Ubuntu try item. $export Oz access PID. Ubuntu try item. $Oz free API. Buckets. Name. Easter secrets 1.
Yes,
Prefix.
we can.
ID. Display name. Webful. Owner. Creation date. To name. Name. Bunny website 645,341. Creation name. Buckets. Buckets.
Okay, very cool. So we can now hopefully do the last bit. Task 5. How do we list the file? Listing contents of a bucket. Yep.
Speech the following command. Speech mode off.
S3 API list buckets. Yeah, there's one interesting bucket in there that refers to Easter. Let's check out the contents of this directory. Easter secrets 1234135. Yeah, what that thing? Paste.
Speech mode talk. Contents. Bottom. Prefix. Null. Request charged. Null. ID. Display name owner. Storage size. 28 tag. Forward slash modify E. ID. Set display name owner. Display name. Webful.
Yeah, it looks like we are in the bucket.
Let's copy the file in this directory.
Let's copy it to the thing. This might have a secret message. Let's see. C3 API get object. Yep. We copy the file, the cloud_password.txt, and we can get that onto our local machine with this command, the AWS S3 API get-object.
Accept ranges.
We have done that. We can now cat that file out, and it says THM left brace more underscore like underscore sir underscore cloud bane. A little on the nose there. And that is the final flag for this room, which we can paste in here. And we finished this room. There's one more to go. We're almost there. Literally one more room to go. Literally one more room to go. We're almost done. And we can get our fancy certificate. Go to Airville for number 24. This CURL thing. Where is it? Here. Exploitation with CURL. Operation exploit. The puns will never end. We'll need the attack box for this one, so I'll start it. And we'll probably need to start some kind of target machine too. Yes, we do.
Speech mode talk. Alert Your machine has started.
And that's started. Very cool. In this one, this is actually very accessible by complete accident because it's very much a CURL exercise. So it's all command line, all bare to the metal. There's no GUIs to deal with. No burp suite. Sorry, burp suite. We already used you today. So that's not happening again. And yeah, we can just go through this room. There's really not much to go. The first question is, once again, just going to have us check if the machine is working. Basically what this is curl is a tool you can use for the command line to talk to all sorts of different services, to send bits of text and receive bits of text, which really is what browsing the web is. Basically, you get HTML back, but the browser interprets that to essentially make it into a web page. And from a command line perspective, we just get a bunch of text back instead, which is fine in our case, because that also allows us to look at the HTML code, which a lot of people forget exists these days. But it does, and it's gonna help us today. Can't believe we're almost done. This has been a long project, but we're almost done. I'm just waiting for these machines to come online. It's almost done. Yeah, it's done. I can read. Okay, so the first question... Actually, let's first close some of these out. Yeah, close this out. Let's make a new command line window. we'll do our usual shtick of grabbing the attack boxes machine stuff. Info, we need the IP. Again, 1080.1112.247. Copy. Root at that IP. Yep, need the root password. Here is the password. Okay, we're in. Very cool. I don't think we need to split view anymore, so let's get rid of that real quick. Cool. What's the first question we need to answer? Make a post request to the /post.php endpoint with the username admin and the password admin. What is the flag you receive? Okay, let's see. First, we need the IP address for that. 1080.160.94. Okay. Then we need the syntax for the post request. Sending post requests. Suppose you found a login form whose post target is /post.php. When you log in through a browser, it sends a post request to the server containing the created. Yep. We can simulate this directly from the terminal. Okay. A normal long login information might look like this. Let's see. So it's curl-x post in all caps, POST, -d for data, I guess, quote, user, oh, that's an umlaut, username equals admin, and password equals admin. And then we put the URL, which is helpfully already placed here. So I can literally just copy paste this lat bit from here. Paste it in there.
Login successful. Flag.
And we get flag
THM
curl post success.
LAG call space. Start marked. HM left CURLIOSEYSUCCESS right brace. Space. T copy the clipboard. THM try
cool.
Try edit.
We can paste that right into this question.
Try the exploitation with CURL operation. Speech mode off.
Oh, I forgot to read the story. Hang on, let me read the story because this story is whack. We're talking about wormholes and such now. Let's see this. I use QWERTY. QWERTY with the USA International layout. It's very helpful. So sometimes when I do a quote and I don't do a space right away, it'll turn my next thing into an accented letter. But yeah, the story says, according to Blue Team Intel, the wormhole, I'm not sure where the wormhole came from, but that's a thing now apparently, is held open by a control panel on the Evil Bunny's web server, because that makes sense. The team must shut it down first to cut off reinforcements before facing King Malhare. However, the terminal they have is bare. No burp suite, no browser, just a command prompt. But that's fine. The team will use these command line and CURL to speak HTTP directly, send requests, read responses, and find the endpoints that shut the portal. That's the Wacko story. That's all there is. Okay. Well, what's the next question? Let's see. Make a request to the /cookie.php endpoint with the username admin and the password admin and save the cookie. Reuse that saved cookie at the same endpoint. What is the flag you receive? Okay, so we need to learn how to do cookies. Using cookies and sessions. Okay, once you log in, web applications use cookies to keep your session active. When you make another request with your browser, the cookie gets sent automatically, but with curl, you need to handle it yourself. You can do this in 2 steps. Save the cookies. So that's the next command then. Curl -c cookies loop.txt. And the rest is literally, almost literally copy paste. Because we need to use cookies.php, not session, but we can change session to cookie. And then copy paste this into the command line.
Speech mode curl 6 could not resolve host us equals admin and password equals root 10 c URL space c space c o o k I e s dot t t space quote u s.
Oh, I forgot the dash d. Oh, there we go.
Login successful. Cookie set. Root 10 80 100.
Cookie set.
Login successful. Cookie set.
And then
Try hack me exploit. Try hack me exploit. List with 2 items. Bullet to see option. Writes any cookies received. Bullet. You often see a session cookie like speech mode
right. So now we have a cookie. Reuse the saved cookies. curl-b cookies.txt. Yeah. So all we have to do at this point is curl-b cookies.txt. And then we get this URL here again. We need to change a session to cookie again. Cookie. Cookie is hard, apparently. Cookie. All right. Wait, close that. Go there. Paste this in.
Welcome back, admin.
Welcome back, admin. So yeah. Basically, we did the exact same thing as in the text, just we changed session.php to cookie.txt, which gives us our next flag, thm, session underscore cookie underscore master. We are a cookie master.
Start marked. HM left SESSIONYCOOKIE YMASTER right space. T copy to clipboard.
All right, beautiful. We paste this into the right answer, which is the second. Oh, I know how to do this. I know how to work this.
Try hack me exploitation with CURL operation tab control. Try hack me exploitation with CURL ask to web list with 1 item bullet to be up.
Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. So second flag is that one, the one I just read. And we are at 42%, and a bunch of these are just going to be, yay, we did it. After doing the brute force on the bruteforce.php endpoint, what is the password of the admin user? Okay, we haven't covered that yet. Let's see what's next. Automating login and performance brute force using CURL. Okay, now that we can send pull requests and manage sessions, it's time to automate things. Let's simulate a brute force attack against a weak login form. Start by creating a passwords and place the following passwords inside.
Admin 123. Start by admin 100 password select main selected. Password admin 100 start by creating admin 120. Admin 100 password selected. Let main selected. Secret selected. Secret selected. Then create a simple dash n secret selected.
Okay.
Copy the
we will make a quick nano passwords file. Paste these in there.
Secret. Blank.
Copy that.
Save modified buffer. File name to right. Passwords.txt.
Passwords.txt. There we go.
Try hack me. Then create a simple bash loop called loop.sh.
Create a new loop.sh. Nano loop.sh.
Nano 4.8. Try. Copy paste for pass $. Cat passwords. Copy paste the following code inside it for pass $. Cat passwords.txt. Do.
Okay, so we get 4 pass in cat passwords.txt.
For try and password. $pass selected.
We had a quick
response
loop.
Equals $curl x post username equals admin and password equals $pass http //10.80.160.94 / rootforce.php. Select if echo $response script q welcome. Then selected. Echo plus password found. $pass selected. Break selected.
Okay.
File selected. Unselected.
Yep. Copy so this bash script here pretty much loops through all the passwords we just saved in passwords.txt.
File name to right. Microsoft Windows version.
And finds the right password. We need to chmod this to be executable. Oh, stupid NVDA pop-ups. And we run this /loop.sh.
Try and password. Admin 120 plus password found.
Secret pass is the password that the answer wants from us. Let's fill that in. Secret pass. Boom. 57%. Make a request to the agent.php endpoint with the user agent tbfc. What is the flag you receive? Okay, some applications block serial by using checking the user agent headers. For example, the server may reject requests with curl. Okay, so you can set our own thing. It's curl or curl, whatever you want to pronounce it, dash capital A. We'll put TBFC. And then the same URL again. I'll just do it in the command line this time. Basically, they have us go to uacheck.php. We want to go to agent.php instead. And doing that should get us a flag, which is THM user underscore agent underscore filter underscore bypass.
Start marked. H. M left U. L-A-E-N-D-Y-F-I-L-T-E-R line D-Y-E-A-S-S-E-D right space. T copy the clip speech
There we go. Let's put that in the field, requisite fields. We're almost there. Just a few more questions. Some of which are just checks. Boom. 71%. Bonus question. Can you solve the final mission and get the flag? I'm going to just say like I did. Yep, I can totally do that. 85%. We're done. We're done. The final battle commences. With the wormhole closed, King Malhare no longer had access to his reinforcements. Mcskidy looked to her fellow Wareville town members. The king would only be vulnerable for a moment. The time to strike was now. Charge! Mcskidy exclaimed. Mcskidy and the townspeople of Wareville began unloading a barrage of snowballs on the king's bunny battalion. They quickly returned fire with egg projectiles. The skyline became a blur of snowballs and eggs, and Mcskidy used this moment of chaos to sneak into the king's throne room. Just as Mcskidy was about to gain entry, a voice stopped her. Not so fast, giggled Sir Carrotbane. He slowly approached Mcskidy, who suddenly felt underprepared. Just when she thought she was out of luck, Sir Breach Blocker III stepped in front of her. Go, he simply said. What are you doing? Sir Carrotbane stuttered. What I should have done a long time ago. What's right? Sir Breach Blocker III slammed his shield into the snow and drew his sword. Go, he shouted, turning to Mcskidy. The end of the road. Mcskidy seized the moment and ran into the king's throne room, where she found King Malhare throwing a tantrum. Where are my reinforcements? They are not coming, Malhare, Mcskidy affirmed. It's over. Wareville is ours. Now let's see how you like being captive. Now! As she shouted, two Wareville town members sprang a cage on the king. It was over. Thanks in large part to your efforts, Mcskidy had been freed, and King Malware had finally been stopped. Wareville was safe once again. The king was dethroned and sent to Hopsec prison, along with his co-conspirator Sir Carrotbane. Sir Bleachbrook... Sir Breach Blocker III was pardoned for his part in stopping the king's tyrannical plan and later became King Breach Blocker. Congratulations on finishing Advent of Cyber and saving the day. From all of us at TryHackMe, have a Merry Sockmas and a Happy New Year. I just completed Advent of Cyber 2025. That's a bit strange because that's always going to be even if you do this one first. Yay!
Speak clickable. Dialogue. Button continue.
We
button
have done it. I'm pretty sure
graphic user heading level 1. Congratulations on completing exploitation with CUR points earned. 32. Completed tasks. Content button continue button. Graphic content button continue. Graphic banner land another victory for Wareville. Content info button continue.
Yay, another victory. Woohoo.
Debrief. Heading level 2, your skills are skyrocketing. Content
Skills
button
are
continue.
skyrocketing. Well, thank you, AI.
Caption exploitation with CURL. Operation out of heading level 1. Boost your visibility and highlight your heading level. Content button continue.
Continue. Yep.
Dialogue. Graphic where heading level 2 you did it. Wareville the townsfolk are counting on you to keep Christmas secure. Heading level
You
2
did it.
Wareville
is one step safer.
The town head back to Wareville to continue content info button close. Button go to Wareville.
Go to Wareville.
Main landmark link graphics link basics link 3 link graphics link basics to do link fishing Mary link graphic fishing link 2 link graphic fishing Mary clickmas link Linux Clyde shell spell link graphic link 1 link graphic Linux Clyde link advent of cyber prep track 26 for link graphic advent of cyber prep track systems enjoy itself Mcskidy is gone and can but no clickable button open intercom clickable main landmark link follow us on Pine and 5 visited link find selection from main landmark graphic certificate heading level 4 certificate graphic worth over $150,000 graph heading celebrate your achievement Graphic social media icons. Heading level 4
Apparently,
featuring.
at least for that particular room, is there like any room we haven't done? Because I'm pretty
Snow
sure
graphic. Heading level 2 Monday 1st December every day at 4 p.m.
we're done
GMT.
now.
Brook Suite graphic. Clickable. Clickable John Hammond, TH John Hammond, link John Hammond, John Hammond, clickable Evo Ben Lincoln, Evo Ben, Evo Ben, clickable Ryan Montgomery, Lincoln, find dialogue. Select.
Let's see if there's a...
Link graphic fish, link 2, link graphic, link Linux Clyde, shell spells, Linux Clyde, shell spells. Visited link graphic, Linux Clyde, shell spells. Visited link cry.
Come on.
Visited link graphic, link 2, link graphic fishing, Mary Clickmas. Link fishing, link graphic, link 3. Link graphics, link basics, did you see? Link graphic, link 4. But no clickable. But open intercom messenger.
Yeah.
Speech mode off.
That was pretty much all of them. There may have been a few questions in some rooms that I missed. So I'm going to have to go through these post-stream to see where all the... if there's any missing ones. And then if I get the last one, I'm going to make a little recording of me getting the last one. Unless I can quickly figure it out now. Let's see.
Speech mode main explore easy. Clickable 30 min. Clickable link graphic button save button vote menu button room completed. One tab selected room completed. 100% progress bar. Try at the advent of cyber.
Yep.
Main landmark banner landmark menu. Main land graphic mountain advent of cyber heading level 1. See warm up room visited same Linux Clyde. Shell spells graphic 1 Linux visited link graphic Linux Clyde.
Okay, I'm actually going to quickly disable my VPN so I can do this a little faster. We're going to actually be able to just do it now. Who knows?
Fireball Microsoft NVR remote enabled. Fluent search Viscosity button native viscosity button unknown. Drop down tool Fireball button 1
Exit
of
that
20.
out. It'd be cool if you could just do it in stream, right?
Visited link graphic Linux.
Let's see.
Try Acme Linux Clyde shell spells document. THM attack not supported in this. Try Acme Linux Clyde shell spells doc out of frame main. Try Acme Linux Clyde shell spells document. Try Acme advent of cyber 20 when visited link Linux Clyde link graphic fishing Mary link 2.
Number 2.
Visited. Try Acme cyber. Clickable main landmark fishing. Mary click was heading level 1. T out of frame visit. Find dialogue select.
100.
Try the list main landmark room completed. 100.
Yep,
Try
that one's done.
Split basics. Did you see? Visited. Try Acme clickable banner landmark. 0 matches dialogue text 100. Not.
Oh, we missed the question here. Oh,
out of frame
no, we
visit.
didn't.
Out of list main landmark room.
There we go. That one's done.
AI and security. All day
Gonna go through all of
Visited.
these to make sure that we finished
Try
all
AI
of them, and then
clickable.
we are done for today.
Out of frame
It's
banner
been,
landmark
it's
main
been
out of list main
longer
landmark.
than I intended anyway already. Yep.
Try Acme either. Santa's little either. Visited. Try Acme either. Clickable. Visited. Out of edit. Clickable. 0 matches dialogue text. Try Acme either. Santa's little either. Google Chrome window. Out of frame visited link. Out of list main landmark.
Yep.
Try Acme.
5 is
Malware
done.
analysis. Executable.
Number 6.
Visited. Try Acme malware.
This one was inaccessible.
Out of list main landmark room completed. 100.
Yep.
Try network discovery. Scan top.
We're gonna go through
Visited.
all of these
Try Acme network.
and
clickable. Edit multi-line.
reminisce of all the
Out of
work I had to do to get these
Out of
to
list main
work.
landmark room complete.
Yep.
Try Acme ad prompt injection. Schedule.
Number
Visited.
8.
Try Acme prompt injection. Schedule conflict. Clickable THM
Yep.
attack box frame. Out of frame banner land. Out of list main landmark room. Try Acme ad password. The
9.
Kraken Christmas graphic 9 password. Visited. Try Acme password. Clickable list with 4 items. Visit. 0 matches dialogue text 1. Try Acme passwords. The Kraken Christmas. Out of visited link. Out of list main land.
Yep.
Try Acme advent of side alert triaging. Tinsel triage graphic.
Number 10.
Visited.
This one was very annoying.
Try Acme sock alert.
I remember
Out of
having to
visited
do
link
this
navigate.
one.
Out of list main landmark room
Yep.
complete. Try Acme ad XSS. Mary XSS.
Number
Visited.
11.
Try Acme XSS. Mary X. Clickable edit multi-line. 0 matches dialogue text. Out of visited link navigate. Out of list main land.
Oh, I think I may
Try
actually
Acme.
remember which
Fishing,
one
fishing.
I did not quite finish. Let's see.
Try Acme fishing. Click out of visited
Okay.
link nav. Out of list main landmark room completed.
That one's
100.
done. Very
Try Acme
good.
R rules.
Number 13.
Visited. Try Acme R rules. Click of visited link nav. 0 matches dialogue text. Try Acme R rules. Yar mean 1. Out of frame visited link. Out of list main landmark room
Yep.
complete. Try
Also done. Number
containers. Door dashers demise wrap.
14.
Visited. Try Acme containers. Door dashers demise. Click of T.
Oh yeah,
Out of frame
14. That
visited
was a
link
fun
navigate the
one.
dashboard pane. Visited.
I have a
Visited.
video on that one. No, that one we did that on
Out of list main
stream.
landmark room.
We did that one on stream.
Try Acme
Yep.
at web attack forensics. Drone.
Forensics.
Try Acme web
50.
clickable banner out of edit clickable. 0 matches dialogue. Try out of visited link. Out of list main landmark room.
Yep.
Try Acme forensics. Registry forensics graphic 16. Visited. Try
Number
Acme forensics. Registry
16.
forensics.
This one was
Out of
also
frame visited link navigated.
inaccessible.
Out of list main landmark room completed.
Yep.
Try Acme cyber chef operation.
Cyber Chef. I think I
Try
may have
Acme
not
clickable
finished
TX
this
out of
one.
visited link navigate. Out of list main
I
landmark
did.
room.
Okay.
Try Acme advent.
Yep.
Obfuscation.
Number
DHL file.
18.
Visited link graphic. Visited link cyber chef operation save. Visited link graphic obfuscation. Visited link 18. Visited link graphic. Try Acme obfuscation. DHL file out of visited link. Out of list main landmark room complete.
Yep.
Try Acme main landmark video 1 property page 3 cybersecurity beginner lab. Try Acme advent of side /mod bus. Clause for concern graphic 90. Try Acme / clickable visited link. 0 matches dialogue text 1. Out of visited link nav. 0 matches dialogue. Try Acme no next heading at level 1. Close of Try Acme advent of cyber 2025. 324 days. Try Acme /mod bus. Clause visited link. Out of list main land.
Yep.
Try Acme race conditions. Toy of the world craft.
20.
Try Acme race condition. Out of visited link nav. Out of list main land.
Yep.
Try Acme malware analysis. Malware dot. Visited.
21.
Try Acme malware analysis. Clickable edit multi-line. 0 matches dialogue text. Try Acme out of edit visited link. Out of list main landmark room completed.
Yep.
Try Acme C2 detection.
22.
Try Acme C2 detection. Navigate edit multi-line. Out of visited link. Out of list main landmark room completed.
Yep.
Try Acme security. S3
3.
Visited. Try Acme Oz Security. S3 Crits. Out of visited link navigate. Out of list main landmark room.
Yes.
Try Acme
And
exploitation with
finally,
CURL. Operation
number
exploit.
24.
Visited. Try Acme exploit. Click nav visited link nav. 0 matches dialog text. Out of visited link. Out of list main.
Done and dusted. We did
Speech mode
all
off.
24 days of the Advent of Cyber. And with that, let's go to our dashboard.
Speech clickable out of list visited same page link main landmark K Florian. Head of year learning is ready. Check your pro link view my 2025 recap join our community. Link join heading level 2 my learning. Current property page walk in and application content discover subdomain and array authentication by either heading level 3 file inclusion heading lento to SSRF head intro to cross site risk conditions heading command injection heading SQL injection silver leak heading rooms heading level 2. NAN CVE 20 exploitation with CURL security SC2 detection advent of cyber admission complete. Advent of
Advent
cyber
of
tickets.
Cyber.
Missions earn more.
Rooms earn tickets.
Graphic out 20
And
graphic
here
out
we
graphic out
are.
graphic out graphic out graphic out 2025
All the
tickets.
tickets
Speech mode
filled
off.
in, and it says mission complete. Onwards and upwards. Complete rooms, answer questions. Very nice. One day to the next mission. Okay, that's good. Unlike the team's plan, we don't want to do that. 83 questions. We did so many good things. Your stats. Skills matrix, all the things. We are done. These are all the stamps. And then we could have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Graphic empty ticket stamp. Visited link button. Graphic mission chest. Heading level 2 mission complete.
A bunch of
Onwards and
different
upwards.
things, and those are
Speech
basically
off.
for social networks and of a social network media things and the and the side quest, which we did not do. And with that, this stream and as well as this year's Advent of Cyber is completed. I'm going to delete this source. We're done. I hope you guys had fun. I hope it was helpful. I'm going to go to sleep or do something else, but not this anymore. I'm done. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you next